Oh, welcome. My name's Liz, this is Guided by Angels, and this is a live Q&A on this magical Monday, the start of a brand new week.
Hello,
let me just turn this down. I pressed the wrong button then, I went on the wrong thing, so welcome. If you are watching this back with me later as a replay, all you need to do is click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. If you are watching this live with me right now, hello, welcome Ling, welcome Natalia, thank you for being here. I'm just waiting for it to load up my side, it's just taking a while. It's not showing I'm live yet my side, so give me a second. So thank you for being here, guys. V, welcome, thank you for being here. So come on, here we go, it's come up live now. Right, okay, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me, guys, as well, it really does help. So as I said, if you're watching this back with me later as a replay, all you need to do is click anywhere during the replay and you receive an answer, something you need to know in the moment. If you are watching this with me live today, just put your question in the comments below. So we've got Ling in the house, Natalia, we've got V, we've got Aquarius, we've got Kat, welcome. And Angela is here, sending everyone so much love. She may have to look after the chat for me if I need a bathroom break a bit later on, we'll see. So I'm going to start with a message from, we're going to do Aquarius first actually. So Aquarius says, good morning sunshine, please any message for me. So let's bring you a message in from Archangel Michael. He's saying whatever you're going through right now, prayer will help. So prayer will help with the situation you're currently going through, whatever it is, whether it's about love, home, work, career, finances, body, anything you're going through. He says, dear God and Archangel Michael, and anyone else who you pray to, such as Jesus, maybe you talk to loved ones in heaven, says, I ask for your divine intervention with this situation. I welcome your help and I trust and follow your guidance with gratitude and grace. I need a miracle, so you may be seeing bees as well. I need a miracle and ask that you send one to me in this situation quickly. Thank you and amen. So whatever you're going through, the message for you today is to pray about it. I hope that helps, okay? Ling says, what's going on between SD and his kid's mother? Are they sorting out about co-parenting? And messages from SD to me. So what's going on with their situation? Things are not what they seem. That's what you're being reminded. So don't worry about it. Let them sort it out. There's going to be an easier time ahead, regardless of what's happening. So it feels like they are sorting things out. It may have been stuck in February though, but between now and June, they're sorting that out. And there's going to be an eventual positive outcome. So I do feel whatever they're doing it for the right reasons. And that's good news for you because ultimately you're going to end up with him anyway. And that's also what this card is showing you. So I feel they are sorting it out slowly but surely. So it's like by June there's going to be an outcome. Okay, there's going to be some kind of resolution there. So what does he want to say to you? He's saying, I get mad at myself about how I treat you. So he doesn't like the way he treats you. That could be ghosting you sometimes or not being around you. You know, the things he's done in the past, he doesn't like that. So he does get mad about that. So if you feel any anger, that's why. And he is communicating with you through telepathy, intuition here. And he is moving on from that situation with the person you're connecting with, like his ex or the kid's mother or, because he is seen like an ex. So whatever's going on there, he's moving on from that situation. And he's dealing with that now. And I feel you're moving on from your struggle because you're connecting with him now through telepathy and the intuition. So I definitely feel there's a shift going on here. Okay, so make sure you're connecting in the 5D. I feel at the moment he just needs to heal this anger he's going through. And you may well be connecting with that. So let's bring another message in here. Thank you for the donations coming in there, guys. So we've got, he said, I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. So if you feel ghosted, remember there's a processing going on. So he's saying, I'm sorry I disappeared. If you feel he's done that, it's because he needed to clear his head. It's not about you. It's not a reflection of you, remember. It's about what he's going through inside. I hope that helps, okay? So I'm just going to jump down to these donations then. So Mariana says, message from M for me on his thoughts and feelings. So how is M feeling and thinking right now? He's saying, I want to show you off in my world. So he's thinking about you being in his life, He's thinking about meeting friends, family. I mean, he's met your kids, so maybe he wants to introduce you to people in his life as well. So he's thinking about that. He's saying, let's start a family together. So he has thought about coming into your life as that father figure. Maybe this could be having more kids, but it's, you know, whatever you decide to do. But he is thinking about this, about a future, and he is proud of who you are. And I feel that's because of everything you've been through and everything you've achieved in your life and the person you are. And he's saying, I just need space to think things through. So if there is any time or space, it's okay. You know, he just needs that time and space to think about things and process things. But ultimately, he wants what you want, or he wants a family if that's what you want. So he's definitely wanting that, okay? So what's the message coming through for you? Yeah, regeneration. So it's a time right now to get your energy back, to recharge. I feel there's another chapter coming to this. So it's like you're preparing for whatever the next step is here. But ultimately, he wants a new beginning with you, or he wants a family with you, or he wants this next chapter with you. I hope that helps, okay? I'm just going to go back in the chat. I want to do a message for V Kuma, who was also early in today. An angel message for me. So what's the message for you from Archangel Michael? Welcome to everyone who's jumping in. We've got spend more time outdoors. So obviously the weather may be improving where you are right now. It certainly is here. Even though they've given snow out again. I don't know if it's going to come or not. I hope not. But spend more time outdoors. So you can obviously ask the angels to assist you with this as well, to make sure you've got more time. Because you may feel like you haven't got enough time to do things. So, you know, firm or pray. Thank you, angels, for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and for helping me relax and enjoy connecting with nature. Because remember, when you're in nature, it helps you get back to source. It calms you down. It relaxes you. You know, you feel peaceful, especially if you're out and about without your phone, or your phone's put away somewhere, so you can calm your energy down. So I feel this is really about you getting back to yourself, that nature can be about grounding as well. You know, being around the earth, it just makes you feel better. I hope that helps, okay? We're going to do a message for Anuan. Thank you for the donation, honey. Any career guidance today in a message from DM. So what does your DM want to say to you? What does your DM want to say? So your masculine is saying to you, can we try this again? So he wants another start, or a fresh start here, a new beginning, because he's longing for you right now. So you'll feel that too. And he's saying to you, I think about our lives together. So he is thinking about a life with you and spending that time with you. And he wants to try this again. So it's like he's saying, let's forget the past. Let's start again. I am longing for you. And you're going to feel that too, that craving energy. So the energy around the connection for you right now is clear the clutter within you and around you. So you may be having a clear out. What's meant for you will always be for you. Okay, remember that. What's meant for you will find its way. So regarding your twin flame journey, everything is on track. So regarding career, what's going on regarding career? Anything you need to know about work right now? What's coming through? You've got growing up. So remember, you're growing up spiritually. So everything you're going through in your life is making you stronger and wiser. And that can affect your career, because the things you want to do can change. You know, so I feel there may be a change coming up here that's more in alignment with your spiritual pathway. So what else do you need to know about career? Yeah, 4 of Cups here. So I feel like there is going to be a cup offered to you. There is going to be another opportunity coming to you. It's whether you take it or not. It's whether you're ready to take that or not. So I definitely feel something is coming in career. Archangel Michael is saying right now, focus on divine and perfect health. Focus on being your best version. Focus on feeling good. Do what makes you feel good. And maybe your career is going to be around divine and perfect health. So it could be helping other people to feel this way too. So you can pray, affirm, or say, God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so they support my well-being. So remember, your career needs to be in alignment with your spiritual pathway, with health and well-being, so you enjoy what you do instead of feeling stressed. I hope that helps, okay? Shine Bright, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, any messages from Akshke for me? So what does A want to say to you today? So he's saying to you, I'm so sorry I did that to you. So whenever he did to you, or whatever you feel like he did to you, he's apologising for that. And he is tired of being alone. He's also tired. So he may have had a sleepless night, a restless night. You know, and he is feeling alone wherever he is. It doesn't matter who he's around, what he's doing. He's feeling alone. So he needs to find peace with where he is. And you may have been doing this right now. You may have been finding peace with where you are, which means accepting the journey as it is, being okay with these. And he is watching your social media. So, you know, if you've been posting anything on there, he's been watching you. And I feel like he's kind of watching you and realising that, you know, you're happy. And I'm not saying like everything's wonderful, but he may have seen that, you know, you're at a peaceful state. So he's realising he needs to take action here. So I feel there could be an apology on the way. Let's get another card. What else do you need to know? What else does he want to say? He's saying it's on. I see you looking good. He's definitely watched you on social media or seen you in some way. Saying, I see you looking good and moving on. So obviously you're not moving on, but he may feel that way. He said, I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. I'll compete for you. So I definitely feel there's some jealousy here. You know, it's like a disruption in his head because he's seen you looking good and looking like you're moving on. And that's really because you're at peace with where you are. So you're finding your power and it's affecting him. Okay, I want to block him. Well, remember, if you block him, you block yourself. Okay, so blocking your twin flame doesn't work. Okay, it really does. Instead, you set natural boundaries down. So, but I mean, you do what's right for you. At the end of the day, you have to learn. But blocking your twin doesn't work, really. You married my best friend. Yeah, but there's lessons and everything. He's watching you anyway. That's what you need to know. We're both married to different. So if you're married as well, then there you go. How can you be in a relationship with someone who you've both got commitments? Okay, so you've got to deal with your own situation right now. Okay, because obviously if you're married, then you have to address that and think, is this right for me? So what he's saying to you, what you need to know is, he's watching you. That's the answer to your question, okay? But obviously if you're both in situations, you need to address those situations before you can even think about being in union, okay? Infinity, thank you for the donation. Liz, I feel some weird energies empathetically. May I have messages from guides? Did RC see my social media and how did he feel? Any messages? So what's the message coming through? Let's get a message from the angels for you first of all. We've got relax and breathe. So whatever's going on, the angels are asking you to relax and breathe, especially if you're feeling any weird energies or, you know, anything's going on, or you're feeling stressed in any way, or you're worried about anything. Just relax, breathe, and that also calms you down. So remember, when you breathe, it relaxes you. So breath work is the key. That's the message from the angels. So what does RC want to say? Okay, so I think about being with you intimately. So I do feel that he's seen your social media and it's actually turned him on. So it doesn't really matter what the content of the social media is that he's seen. He's thought about being with you intimately, okay? Yeah, you look good, happy. So he's definitely seen you and he's saying you look good, you look happy, and it's made him think about being with you intimately. And he's saying you're the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. So no matter what the content of your social media, it's made him think about you in a powerful way. It's work content. Well, I mean, the thing is, work content, I mean, even work, it's very inspiring. Because obviously if you're working or whatever you're doing, it's you in your power, and that's also very attractive. But what he wants you to know is, no matter what the content, because this may not even be about the content itself, he could be seeing a picture of you or feeling your energy or connecting with you. He's saying you're the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. You look good, you look happy, and I think about being with you intimately. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Kat, thank you for the donation, honey. Let's go to Kat's message. Any messages for me for this week, please? So what's the message coming through for you for this week? Let's do a message from Archangel Michael. Instead of just deleting the messages, mods, why don't you just time them out, okay? Just time them out for like 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, Victor's here now anyway, so he'll time them out. But, you know, just time, instead of just deleting the messages, because then they can comment again, okay? I mean, that's what it's showing. You may be timing out then. It's showing to me they're just deleted, but yeah, so time them out. Time them out if they're coming in and saying weird, crazy things, okay? It's okay, thank you, honey. Just it doesn't show for me, it just says deleted. So the message is your home is protected by angels. This is for the beautiful cat, okay? So whatever you're going through, your home is protected. Now this can be connected with money as well. So paying bills, that kind of thing, but knowing that all is well. So I feel that's the message you need to know for this week. So whatever's going on this week, your home, you know, your family, your situation is actually protected. And you may want to pray, affirm, or say, Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. And that's a really good thing to do as you're falling asleep. You know, if you call on your angels to be at windows and doors, Wow. Maybe some renovations going on. Hang on. Then you sleep better, okay? But I don't know if you can hear that. Okay, I don't know if you can hear that. That's coming from next door, okay? Or maybe the house across. I don't know if it's in the house or outdoors. We'll soon find out if it gets noisier. But that's about renovations, or there could be some house stuff going on. Maybe you want to make some changes in the house. Maybe you want to get the garden done. I don't know. But the angels say, thank you for guiding my finances. So you're saying they're going to guide your finances. So you can affirm that, thank you for guiding my finances. So, and they give me fear so I can afford to pay rent, mortgage or taxes. And they give me fear. So what I need to share with you this week is, whatever's going on, you have the money and the resources to be able to deal with it. I hope that helps, okay? Jennifer, thank you for the donation. Oh, you've also said, Kat's also said a message from S, please. So let's do a message from S as well before we move on. Yeah, look at this. I'm writing a message I want to send to you. Okay, so he wants to write a message to you, and he is doing that to communicate. He's saying, don't pay attention to my mood. So remember, he may be a bit moody. You may be experiencing that too. So he may be feeling a bit moody this week, up and down. He's saying marriage sounds good with you. So again, he's thinking about the future. He's thinking about what the future would be like and what would happen. He's writing a message to send to you. So you could well receive communication this week. But I feel the big message I need to share is about finances, okay? Jennifer, thank you for the donation. Messages from Adam. Sorry if that's a bit noisy, guys. I mean, it's noisy for me. But, you know, I can't help it if the neighbours are doing stuff. So what's the message from Adam for Jennifer? We've got, you are all I've ever wanted, okay? No matter how things seem, you're all he's ever wanted. He's saying you smell amazing. So he may be smelling your scent. So if you have a specific perfume that you wear or something that reminds you of each other, okay, then he's smelling that, because the masculines are very primal, so they do use their senses. So he's saying, you smell amazing, I want you to meet my friends. So he's thinking about coming back into your life, because he's perhaps been out with friends over the weekend and he's thought about you and, you know, introducing you to those people and how it would be like to spend time together. That's what he needs you to know. We can't hear any noisy from you. Oh, okay, that's good then. Okay, it's quite noisy. Oh my goodness me, there's all like, how can I explain? You know, like clouds, like dust. It's dust. It's like, it looks like dust coming over. So I don't know what they're doing. Perhaps they're doing something on the ground, digging in the ground or something. I'll go have a nose upstairs in a minute. Well, not in a minute, but I will have a nosy upstairs. So the message, Jen, for you is use affirmations to start your day in power. That will help you. There is a regeneration going on right now, especially moving towards Easter. And when you ask, it will be given. So remember to pray about this and ask for help. I hope that helps, okay? So Connia, thank you for the donation. What is Harshit feeling for me today? Any messages from him? So what's the message coming? Oh, I can see now the timing out. Yeah, it's just not showing it on here, but I can see it on here. So yeah, my mods are on it here. Okay, we're always and forever. This is what Harshit wants you to know, okay? We're always and forever. And that's reminding you that you are eternal beings, that you're twin flames. I need my space sometimes to think things through. So remember, if he has space, if he's quiet or distant, there's nothing actually wrong. It's a natural part of the masculine journey to pull back in that way. So never take it personally. Don't think it's about you. Focus on you at that time. And during these silent times, he's thinking about your body. He's thinking about being with you intimately. He's saying, I think about what our children would look like and be like. So if there's an opportunity to have kids, he may have thought about it. They give me a block there. I mean, this can also be, even if there is kids on either side, he's still thinking about these things, you know, maybe about how things could have been or how they would have been if things had been different. So he's saying, I do think about what children with you would be like and look like. You're my greatest teacher. So remember, there's lessons being learned. He thinks about holding you and he dreams about you too. So if you're dreaming about him right now, he's also dreaming about you. And he may have had a dream about holding you, being with you intimately, you know, and what your children would look like. He's thinking about these things. So if he needs space, it's okay. Remember, you're his greatest teacher, but he's also your teacher. He's teaching you to be patient and trusting. Okay? So the message today is mirror work. You're definitely going through the same things. There's a joint healing taking place here. So you may even have issues with your joints, like your knees or your elbows. Maybe you knock your elbow up. Well, that's about moving forward. However, I feel this is definitely about seeing mirrored numbers, going through the same things, experiencing the same things. So this will also be like ascension symptoms or emotion. So just pay attention to how you're feeling and what you're going through, because it's very likely you're healing and going through the same things. I hope that helps, okay? Yeah, there's like all dust coming over. So clouds. I mean, it's a nice sunny day. It's very clear, and now there's all this dust coming over. So that's Archangel Nathaniel blasting things out of the way, I think. Pooja, thank you. Oh, no, we've got Stephanie. Let me just see where I am in the chat. There we are. Stephanie, thank you for the donation, honey. What's going through C's mind after I messaged him? Okay, what's going through C's mind after you messaged him? What's going through C's mind? Okay, all of my plans include you. So he may have had been thinking about the future plans, what to do. And he's saying, you have power over me that nobody else has. So you make him feel a way that nobody else ever has. So remember that. Now, nobody has power over us without our own permission. And really all the battles we go through are in the mind anyway. The wars we have are internally, what we go through in our head. But what he's saying is, you have power over me, and that's why all of my plans include you. So when he sees his future, he sees you in it there. So whenever you've messaged him, it's made him think about the future, and it's made him think about you, and he wants to include you in his life. And what you're being reminded here is God is your source. So look to God for your answers. So in other words, go with him, pray, call on your angels, you're not alone. Okay, so he's definitely processing how he's feeling right now. And the message for you is, remember who you are, your divine feminine power. And he's remembered who you are because of who you are. So in other words, whenever you've messaged him, it's reminding him of your power, of who you are and what power you have in his life. So all you have to do right now is be you. You don't need to control anything. You don't need to reach out. You just need to let him come to you now. So remember who you are as a divine feminine. That puts you into confidence and strength. I hope that helps, okay? Pooja, thank you for the donation. Guidance from my angels and a message from N. So what does N want to say to you today? What does N want to say? Jumping straight out. So first card is, I can't stop loving you. So he loves you and he can't stop no matter how he's tried. So if he has tried to deny the connection or hide his feelings, he can't. And he's saying, I'm in awe of you, which means he's inspired by you. You know, the person you are, the things that you do. You know, he's in awe of you. So it puts you up on a pedestal as well. Give me a block there. So even if there's blocks in communication, he is perhaps watching you in some way. He's got his eye on you. So what's the message from Archangel Michael? You created the situation and you have the power to change it. So what this is meaning for you is, you can look at things in any way you want to. So if you're looking at things in a certain way, you know, then make sure you're looking at things with the eyes of love, not fear. You're being positive. And if you want to change something in your life, change the way you're looking at it first. But I feel what the message coming through here is that your DM wants to change a situation in their life. And what they're doing right now is addressing that in their head, realising they've created it that way, or it's that way because of the way they've behaved or the things they've done. So they want to change that. But I'm seeing this as you painting a new picture in your mind. So look at things differently. Instead of perhaps thinking he doesn't care about me or whatever you're thinking or saying to yourself, he's saying, I can't stop loving you. He can't stop that no matter what he's doing. And you keep doing what you're doing because he's in awe of you right now. So the angels say they will help you to, you know, remember your personal power. Because you may not be remembering that. You know, we've got divine feminine power coming up here for a reason. You know, because remember, these are also collective cards. So if cards are resonating with anyone watching, then there's a message in there for you. So the message here is, remember who you are. So you can pray, affirm, or say, thank you, angels, for letting me move on. And they give me the words, move on from any struggle. It doesn't say that, but that's what they're giving me, moving on from any struggle or any doubt. Thank you for letting me lean on your strength and for reminding me of my personal power. Please guide me to manifest and heal according to divine will, creating peace and blessings for everyone involved. Okay, that's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Big thank you to everyone who's jumping in today. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Just so you know, I'm not ignoring anyone. I'm just prioritising super chats because, you know, I only have a limited time that I can come on for. So I just prioritise those first. But I want to do a message for Red Phoenix there. He just jumped in and says, could I get a message from Spirit? So I want to bring you a message in from Archangel Michael. Believe and trust, okay? So whenever you're going through right now, you must believe and you must trust, because that will buoy your faith. So if you believe in yourself, if you believe in the situation, your journey, your angels, your guides, it will give you the faith and trust that you need. So you can affirm this before going to bed, okay? So before going to bed tonight or sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace any fear with faith and trust. And fear is about anxiety or stress. It's not meaning you're terrified of something. You know, it means there's anxiety there or some worry in some way. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. So the more you're filled with that, things will move forward. I hope that helps, okay? And I'm going to do a message for Gopal as well. What's a message from the angels for me? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer donation. But if I see any, I'm going to pull a card as well, okay? I'm going to do what they guide me to do today here. So this is the message for you. You and your loved ones are safe. So if you're thinking about anyone right now, this could be a family member, could be a child, it could be a person themselves. They are safe, they're watched over, and you are too. So your angels are always with you. And whatever's going on, you're on the right path, okay? So you may see 717. So the message for you is you're on the right path and all is well. I hope that helps. Bina, thank you for the donation. Do you see any new love coming into my life? Well, you're in love with your twin flame. Okay, so ask yourself the question, why are you wanting new love right now when you're being guided to fill up your own cup and work on your inner child, okay? A new love is not going to complete you, you know, because you complete yourself. So really, if you're thinking, oh, is there a new love coming in, you know, you're wanting them to fulfill some part of you, or, you know, maybe it's a distraction from what's going on, but it's not going to stop you from loving your twin. So really, it's not about new love coming in. It's about you having a new relationship with the person that you are. So you've got the 10 of coins. It's showing you everything you want will come in divine timing. Everything. Okay, so I'm not feeling like new love is coming in now, because you're being guided to work on you and heal your wounds and fill up your own cup and give back to you. The universe, God, the angels, whoever you're connected with, they're not going to send you a new person in just to make you feel better, because that wouldn't serve anything. Okay, right now it's about you getting back to you and falling in love with life, and the relationship you have with yourself is the most important one, and the relationship with your guides and angels. So fall in love with life itself right now, and that will open new doors for you, and then at the right time everything you want will flow in. So I don't see new love coming in for you. I feel a new relationship with yourself, okay? Micah, thank you for the donation. Message for me, please, for April. So what's the message for April from Archangel Michael? Romance angels are helping you. So whatever you're going through in love, the romance angels are helping you in April. So this can also be about you asking now for what you desire. They give me fear there as well. And this could well be about you and your person reuniting, or someone coming in for you. So you can affirm, pray, or say this. Dear guardian angels of my twin flame, soulmate, whoever you're connecting with, whether it's someone you're aware of or not, because this can be someone new coming in, okay? So dear guardian angels of my person, thank you for preparing my person and me for love, for giving me and us the motivation to make healthy life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us to recognize each other and have the courage to say hello, so we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. So in April, the romance angels are helping you with your love life. I hope that helps, okay? Dollface, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, message from Tyrone, please. So what does Tyrone want to say? He's saying to you, I long for you and I think about being with you intimately. So there's a lot of passion there. But the reason he holds himself back is because he's afraid that you'll leave him. He's got abandonment wounds. He's still healing. And that can get in the way. Okay, that can get in the way of the beautiful thing that you've got. So he does long for you, and he does want you intimately. And maybe there is intimacy there right now. However, there is fear around you walking away or moving on or being with someone else. There is healing. That's nothing to do with you, and that's to do with himself. You know, you could be the most loyal person in the world, but if he's got abandonment wounds or intimacy issues in that way, then it's going to cause problems. So you're manifesting your dreams. That's what you need to know. So focus on that right now. Focus on your dreams, your desires. Now, your dream may be to be with him. Okay, but what else have you got going for you right now? Focus on those things while he's healing this wound. So Yeah, again, we've got divine feminine power coming out here. So it feels like this is a real message for the divine feminine today, to remember who they are, to remember their power, value, worth. And then you don't sit around thinking, oh, when's he going to message me? When's it going to happen? Because you know your own power and you're working on your own life and doing your own thing. So set clear intentions right now and they will manifest for you. I hope that helps, okay? Gita, thank you for the donation. Can I get a message from Anup, please? So what does Anup want to say? Anup saying, I try and understand why you want me because you're my world. So, and he wants to be able to give you the world. And the world is also about a completion phase, a new beginning. But he's trying to understand why you want him. So this is him saying to you, I have insecurities and fear around being good enough for you, around being worthy. Okay, I try and understand why you want me because you're my world. So when he looks at you, you're everything he could ever want. Okay, and he wants to be able to give that to you. He's got to heal this wound first. And it's nothing to do with you, and it's about himself. It's about his own inner worth. He has to feel worthy of you and deserving of you. And that's to do with inner childhood wounds. It's to do with not feeling good enough perhaps when he was growing up. So he's working through those fears and issues, and that's what is being healed right now, to be able to be around you the way he wants to. So this is about you understanding that whatever seems to be in the way, or whatever the block is, or the delay, or the struggle, it's not about you, okay? It's about him healing this wound, because he's saying you are my world. Because you might think, well, you're not acting that way, but you are his world. You're everything to him. You are his priority, even if it seems otherwise. It's just he doesn't feel good enough for you. So he feels like he's failing you in some way, so he pulls away. Okay, so you're being asked to have faith in the journey, okay? So you are a light worker. So focus on light work right now. Focus on giving back to you. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Justinta, thank you for the donation. Liz, my mum was not well last night because of her blood pressure going down and feeling weak in the legs. It shut me up. So again, this is you being in fear around what's going on in other people's experiences. So you've got to have faith in God, remember. And this is teaching you to have faith in God. Is she going to be okay? Can I get a message from God and my dad? So let's bring a message first of all from Archangel Michael. You're on the right path. So this is what you need to know. This is a message from God for you, from your dad, from, your angels, your guides, that you're on the right path. So whatever's happening, you're where you're meant to be. So you may be seeing 717. So this is in your life in general. No matter how things feel to you, you might feel like they're stuck or they're stagnant or nothing's happening. You're actually on the right path. So you can affirm, pray, or say, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. And I feel that's also what you need to pray for sometimes, because you go into your own fear or ego, and then you may not understand the messages you're receiving from heaven, or you may not see them, okay? So affirm, thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make healthy life changes. And I feel this may also be a message that your mum needs to make some healthy life changes. So she may need to change things she's doing, like eating differently, or, she may need to change certain things. So what does Raphael wanted to know? So we've got there is a soul lesson being learned. Now this is what you need to know about your mum, okay? Because she's observing it in a higher way. She's going through some kind of lesson right now. She's going through something in her body that's getting her attention. Now, I feel it's about changing something, because obviously blood pressure, weak in the legs, she needs to change something she's doing. So is she eating or drinking things that aren't serving her, or is she doing something stressful? I feel she needs to observe her life and then make a change. But remember, it's not your job to force her or push her to do that. It's up to herself. It's her own soul journey. Remember, there's a lesson being learned. So that's what you need to know. So I can't say whether she will or won't be okay, because it's her lesson to learn, okay? And you've got to be okay with that. She eats home food. Well, whatever she eats, she's got to change something. She's got to change something she's doing. So ask yourself the question, is it rich food? Does she need to bring more vegetables in? Does she need to take more time for herself? Whatever it is. Okay, and it will be revealed to her in her own way. She doesn't drink. Does she drink caffeine? Does she, it's not necessarily about alcohol or anything like that. This could be other things. Or maybe she's not having a specific thing in a diet. So that's what I feel she needs to do, okay? But if you calm your mind and stop worrying and ask your angels, they're going to give you the guidance you need, okay? And thank you for the donation. May I get a message from Frank about his feelings and intentions for me? How is he after the house move from the wife? So what does he want to say? He's saying, look at this, let's live together. So he's thinking about living with you, having a life with you, moving in with you, all of that. That's on his mind. So there's this move gone on, and it's brought up feelings about being with you, okay, because he loves you. So this is what you need to understand. You're worried about the karmic wife and, you know, all of that. And he's thinking about you. He's thinking about how much he loves you. He's thinking about living with you. It's brought all these feelings up. So he's thinking about you. And that's what you need to remember in your divine feminine power instead of worrying about everything. So trust what you feel. You know this in your heart and soul. You know what you feel. And he trusts what he feels. He knows what he feels for you. We can't deny that no matter what's going on. So remember this, fear is illusion and love conquers fear. So that's the message for you. Love conquers fear. And you're going through fears right now. Fears around the future, fears around the past, struggles. So you're going to let all that go. Because fear is illusion. It's false experiences appearing real. It's false evidence appearing real. And the truth is that the love between you that you share, because he does love you, will conquer that fear. And you will live together in the future. But you have to have faith in the when and the how and all of that. So what else is he saying to you? He's saying to you, I am single. So he wants you to know he's single. He's not with that woman anymore. He's saying, I'm single right now. I'm not attached to anyone. And I'm not looking to get into a relationship at this time. So what he's saying is he needs this time to process. So that doesn't mean he doesn't want a relationship with you. Remember, I've spoke about this, how he needs this time to get his independence back. And it's mother wounds. So what he's saying is, my mother is a big influence on my behaviour now as an adult. I have challenges with connecting to you, the divine feminine, within me and externally. And that's also his own divine feminine energy. So this mother wound can also be connected with his wife, you know, and things that he's had to heal. So this could be about his mother. It could be about her. I feel this is more about the karmic wife. But he's letting you know he's single. He's just dealing with those wounds. I hope that helps, okay? Samantha, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, any message from Gabriel today? So what does Gabriel want to say? So Gabriel is saying to you today, we are always and forever. So remember, you are eternal. There is no beginning, there is no end, because you are one, okay? It just gets a bit much. So if he pulls away or he's quiet or whatever goes on, when the blocks come up, give me a block there, it's just because it gets a bit much. And he said, I need my space to think things through. When it gets a bit much, that's what he does. But you're always and forever. So in other words, no matter what's going on between you, you know, you're always and forever. It's not going to stop the love. You are one. So he knows he needs to make a decision. And there is communication ahead of you, because you reach deep into their soul. And it feels like he's reaching deep into his soul right now to be able to make a decision, to communicate with you, yes, but also to make decisions in his life as well. And you need space to do that, okay? So let's bring you a message in for you. Okay, what's the feminine message for you? We've got, yeah, the signs you see are real. So all the signs are showing you the truth right now. So you're being guided to trust in that, okay? Jasmine, thank you for the donation. A message from Jackie, can't come on our walk today. So what does Jack want to say? He said, I do want you in my life and I think about kissing you. So even though he can't be on that walk today, it doesn't mean he doesn't want to be. He's thinking about you. He wants you in his life. He wants to kiss you. He's thinking about that. I feel he's quite frustrated about this right now. There's frustration there, okay? So he's saying, yeah, he's saying, if you feel, and this is the thing, you know, what he wants you to know, he has to leave a situation. He said, I'm ready to leave a situation or mindset that has not served me and hindered my growth. So if there is a karmic situation here, or something needs to leave behind to be able to be free to be with you, he intends to do that. So he's not gaslighting you. Now, I don't like this word, okay? It's a new age word. What I always say is, remember, everyone's operating through love or fear. Love or fear. Stress and anxiety or peace and calm. So it's not that he's gaslighting you or he's lying to you or anything like that. It's just that he knows he needs to leave a situation first to be all in with you. So, you know, don't listen to people who perhaps say, oh, he's gaslighting you or anything like that, because that's not true. I feel this about him. His path has been lit to you. He knows he wants to be with you. He knows he wants to kiss you. He knows you're the one. I feel sometimes he's afraid of his own emotions and feelings and the intensity. So sometimes he can sabotage perhaps going on a walk with you because he knows if he does, he's not going to be able to hold himself back or help himself. So it's like he said, I need to deal with what I'm dealing with first to be free. I hope that helps, okay? Stephanie, thank you for the donation. How would C react if I told him I'm ready to start dating again? Would he try and stop me? He likes to hide his emotions. Well, first of all, you've got to ask yourself the question, why do you want to create a reaction in it? Because that's conditioned. Okay, that's you trying to control the connection. Saying, if I tell him this, he's going to do this, okay? It's like you saying, I'm going to tell him I'm dating so that he can step up and tell me not to and, come and whisk me off my feet and be my knight in shining armour. It doesn't work like that, okay? Because of course it'll trigger him if you tell him that. Okay, if you say to him, I'm going to start dating again, how would you feel if he said that to you? So you've got to look at it like that. Remember, you are one. And are you really going to start dating, or you're just trying to get a reaction from him? Okay, because when you want reactions, it does not go well. Okay, it backfires. When we do things from ego, it backfires. So I feel that you telling him that would backfire anyway. He'd probably act like he didn't care, or he'd try and, it just, what he wants you, he wouldn't know what to say. He wouldn't know how to react. So he may, be defensive or act like he doesn't care, but he would deal with all the feelings. What you need to know is this, okay? He wants a life with you, and you want a life with him, really. So this is very much about the union and being together. So you've got to ask yourself the question, if I told him that, is he going to push him away or pull him closer to me? And more than likely it will push him away, even though you would do it to try and pull him closer to you. Because you're saying he likes to hide his emotions from you. And it's not that he's hiding his emotions, he's not ready yet to be vulnerable enough to open up. So you've got to see it differently. So I feel the message there is, if you told him that, it would backfire on you. Okay? So you've got, you're mine. And that's how he feels. He doesn't want you with anybody else. So he's saying, I get peed off knowing other people can have you. It's toxic. Okay? He feels it's toxic for you to date anybody else because he wants you. He's saying, I know what I want, and I want the world to know you're mine. So I feel the reason this has come out is to say, you don't need to tell him you're going to start dating again, because he already knows that they would pee him off. And I feel it would make him very defensive, and it would backfire. But obviously you do what you feel is right. You have to learn your lessons. So if you feel you want to do that and tell him that, that's up to you. That's up to you, okay? But just be aware that I feel it would backfire. That's the message I have to share with you. So, Mr. Fat, thank you for the donation. What's coming for me next? What's coming for you next? First of all, if anyone says anything to you or anything goes on, who cares what people think? You have the power over your mind, your emotions, your life. So don't listen to other people. Be the star of your own show. You're preparing for union right now, and you are an earth angel. So this is about you doing you. So what's coming for you next is opportunities to help and be a light worker. And you're also preparing for union. So this is about you getting ready for it. So you could be clearing your space, you could be working on your emotions, taking control of your own life, not caring what other people think, not taking things personally, remembering that you have the power to take charge and do things your way. And you've got inner child healing. So there may also be some wounds coming up, some triggers, so you can reparent yourself. Now that can also be when other people say things to you or do things. So you're having opportunities here to give back to you, to heal you. So let's bring in a message from Archangel Michael. There's your card. So the message coming through here, let me just make sure no others have fell on the floor here. Okay, so the card is, use your imagination and you'll see the answer. So you're saying what's coming for me next. The angels say visualize what you desire. Think about what you want and then manifest it. So the message is, dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help with this situation. So as you move forward, you're going to be shown previews, you're going to be shown signs and synchronicities, but use your imagination to move things forward. I hope that helps, okay? Just going to do a message for Oe. Says, will I get back my financial stability? So will you get back your financial stability? Your children are watched over by angels. Now the message coming through here is, whatever you need, you'll have. Okay, because you are one of God's children. Now, it doesn't matter what your beliefs are. This is you being watched over by God, by the angel. So the message I need to share with you is, no matter what's going on with your finances or anything else, you're going to receive everything that you need because you are watched over, you are protected. So that's the message for you. So anything you're going through right now, talk to your angels about it, give it to God, because God is your source. And your financial success or your financial, the help you need will come when you pray. So pray about it, because the message here is you are a child of God and you're watched over, and there's fear there. You've got to let go of fear about receiving or allowing yourself to receive, because you'll be given everything you need. And obviously when you affirm, I'm rich in all things, that will also move things forward for you. Because affirming you're rich in all things means you always have enough of everything you need, whether it's joy, happiness, money, success, health, whatever. I hope that helps, okay? Cece, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, any guidance on what the route is to financial scarcity and people relationships? How do I surrender? I told you what to do yesterday. I'm waiting to hear back of my brother, a message from him, any mesh and update. What you need to do is cleanse your energy, okay? And that's the message I got coming through for you yesterday, that you need to cleanse your energy. The key to surrender is being in the present moment. It's not about all this worry that you've got going on right now. You're worrying about everything that's in the future. Okay, understand this. Worry is connected with the past that you can't change, so you worry about it, or the future that hasn't yet occurred, which is uncertain, so you worry about it. There is no fear in the here and now. So the way to surrender is to pull yourself back into the present moment. And it's an ongoing thing. It's not like you do it one time and then you're okay. You have to continuously do it. You have to continuously breathe and calm your energy down and affirm I'm safe. That's the message. Yeah, this is the message from Michael. So regarding everything you're going through, no matter what it is, the message from Archangel Michael is that you need to believe and trust. Okay, and you can do this before going to bed. Okay, before you fall asleep, you can say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams tonight and replace fear with faith and with trust. And let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. So you need to fill yourself up with strength, courage, and confidence and be in the present moment. And then all your issues will wash away. Okay, and whatever's going on with your person, it just gets a bit much for them too. And you will also feel this energy and things will overwhelm you. So I feel you're both overwhelmed because you're not operating in the here and now. Whatever is going on with your person, you're always and forever. So you can't forget each other, you can't move on from each other, and it will work itself out. But I feel what you need to do now is work more on being in the present moment. I did do an Archangel Michael meditation. Well, there you go. I've got my Archangel Michael deck here. So he's showing you that he's with you, helping you to believe and trust. So you've got to let go. So the message is breathe yourself back into the now. And honestly, if you do that, your problems will start to dissipate. So you might think, well, you're not answering the question. The question is that you've got to pull your energy back to yourself instead of worrying about everything. Okay? It will help you to heal. Naina, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, what will April bring for me, my birthday month? Happy birthday for you. So the message for you is you and your loved ones are safe. So April, you're going to be protected. You, your loved ones. So this can be about your twin as well, anyone you're thinking of. It says, Dear God and Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over me and my loved ones. Please help me feel secure and at peace and fill me with faith so I may focus on my priorities and enjoy a healthy, happy life. So it feels like in April you're going to have more of a healthy, happy life because you're calling on your angels, but you're being shown that you are safe. What else is April bringing in for you? Yeah, again, same message. Ask the angels for the support you need. And I feel this is a huge message of April onwards, okay? We've got April to February here. Continuously ask your angels for whatever you need. So moving forwards, call on your angels, especially between now and February, because now in February is the year of the wood snake. So remember, this is about releasing. Give me a block there, because from February we move into the year of the horse. And you've also got, forgive your twin. So I feel there may still be some things you need to forgive you. And you may not understand that, but, there's still something that needs to be forgiven here. And this could be for the time it's taken or the way things used to be or the situation in general. So forgive your twin. So if you feel you've surrendered more. If you feel you need to forgive more. That's the message. There could be some forgiveness coming in. So this could even be about apologies or communication coming in around your birthday. An opportunity for you to forgive your twin. I hope that helps, okay? Maria, thank you for being here for my 9 months as a member, honey. Hi, love. Today, S came to the gym, looked at me with anger. Remember, it's not anger at you, it's anger at himself. Maybe because I gave a hug to my trainer. Well, there you go. So jealousy. But I feel this isn't anger at you. Okay, remember he's angry at himself because he's not showing up for you the way he wants to. So he's saying to you, he's saying, yeah, attention of others. Okay, so it's definitely because of that. So if you wanted confirmation why he looked at you that way, but your intuition was telling you it's because you gave a hug to the trainer, that's showing attention of others. He didn't like that, okay? So he didn't, you know, I'm not going to read the message because I feel this is about that thing, okay? This is about you receiving attention from others, which he does not like. So, yeah, he wants to give. He wants to give to you. He wants to give everything to you, and he feels he can't for whatever reason that is. So he's annoyed at you for having attention off others. So it's nothing to do with you, remember. It's everything to do with him, okay? So you have a higher calling, remember. This is a higher calling. And this is about you being called back to each other. This is about you going through a cleansing right now, purification, healing, preparing. You're getting ready for each other. Okay, there's a healing taking place. So what else does he want to say? Or what else do you need to know? Yeah, you created this change for the better. So whatever you've been doing, it's working for you. So keep doing that. He's saying to you, I'm trying to understand. I want to change so much for you. And I do think about being with you. So I do feel it has triggered him seeing you with someone else in that way. Even though it was just a hug, it was innocent. But it has, you know, provoked him in some way. Not that you did it for that reason, but it did trigger him. I hope that helps, okay? And Mr. Fat, thank you for the donation. Next action, Avayush for me. So what's his next action? So his next action is to let the past go, okay? And he's going to contact you soon. He's saying, soon I'm going to contact you. But he needs to let the past go. No one compares to you. He's saying, no matter how many people I've met and experiences I had, there's no one who compares to you. Can we rewind time and go back to before we were both broken by life? Our past holds us back from the future. So his action is to release the past, to communicate and tell you that no one compares to you, and he's going to contact you soon. So his next action step is to contact you. Have we got a timeline? No, he's reflecting on this right now. It could happen in April. It could be finding the strength in April. Okay, but it's coming. So you just have faith in the when, okay? Judy, thank you for the donation. They blocked my throat there. Alice, could I get a message from my DM? And if possible, any messages or guidance that come through from my DM's late father. So first of all, what's the message from your DM? So what he's saying to you is, he's saying, I listen to what you say. So you may feel at times like he doesn't listen to you, or, you know, that you're not heard, but you are. He's saying, I do listen to what you say, and I know that we can change the world. So maybe you've said that in some way, whether it's been through the 5D or in a physical conversation. But he's saying, I know we can change the world. I know we have a mission here. I do listen to you. And I do think about making love to you, and you do matter to me. So it's like he's saying to you, I do care about you, even if he's not showing up for you right now the way you want him to. And he does listen to you. So if you're feeling like you're not heard or seen or understood, you absolutely are. Yeah, telepathy and 5D connection. He's showing all this to you through telepathy right now, through dreams, through the 5D. So you may have had a dream where, for example, he listened to you, or he told you you're going to change the world, or he's made love to you in some way, or this may come. Okay, because he is definitely communicating with you in other ways. This could be through music, it could be through signs and synchronicities. So the message is, he wants to tell you all these things, but the time needs to be right. So what's the message coming through from his dad? That you are connected, okay? That you are connected. And it's like, this is where I feel that his dad is saying from the other side, okay, to remind you that you are telepathically linked and connected, and the angels are supporting your decision. So it's like what he's saying to you is, his dad is saying, I support your decision. Just bear with me, I've got a loose hair in my face there. So you are supported. So I am supporting your decisions because you are connected. So it's like he's coming through to say he supports this connection, and anything is possible. And it's like he's saying, remember, with God, anything is possible. So with the power of prayer and faith and trust, anything is possible. But I feel it's like he wants you to know he's supporting the connection. I hope that helps, okay? Dream Girl, thank you for the donation. Dream Girl, where's your message? Dream Girl. This is where I say something, sometimes I can't find it. There it is. One of my person's current feelings about me and our connection, any guidance for my daughter's future. So what's the message from your person? Okay, so your person is saying, why does it hurt so much without you? And that's the main message. So it's hurting him not being with you. Okay, it hurts him, he feels it, he feels that void. You know, he gets miserable, he goes in pain because he's never loved anyone the way he loves you. So he wants you to know that. And really what he's doing is realise, it's like he's questioning, why does it hurt without you? It's because I've never loved anyone the way I love you. So this is really like him talking to himself. He wants you to trust him again. So he may have felt like he's, it blocked your trust in some way, or, he's hurt you, and it's like he can't get this out. Okay, because he wants to apologise for this, because he feels that he's hurt you, and he's, it's like he's mislaid the trust, or the trust has been moved away, and he wants to bring it back in. Yeah, he thinks about how stupid he's been, and he feels old without you because he feels tired, he feels drained, he feels like life isn't going right. And he's thinking about you because he has a file in his head that's all about you. And he's saying, everything you want, I want too. So he does want a life with you. He's just working it out right now. So what's the message regarding your daughter from Archangel Michael? Your daughter's future, or what do you need to know? Romance angels are helping. So he feels like regarding love, it's like the angel saying she's going to have a great love life. Doesn't matter how old she is. This is romance angels assisting. So I feel that she'll end up with the person she's meant to be with, and she'll have a good love life. And that's what you need to know. Okay, that romance angels are helping her in her love life, whatever's going on. So it doesn't matter whether she's in a relationship or she's young and she's going to have a relationship. It doesn't matter. The point is, she's going to have a good love life. And the romance angels will help her with that. I hope that helps, okay? Tracy, thank you for the donation, honey. This is for Tracy Valentino. Just looking for your question. So where's your question? I do say, if you can, please try and put your question in with a donation. Otherwise, I can't find the question easily. So I don't know where your question is. Are you in the chat right now, Tracy? If you are you here right now? Because obviously I can see to you. Please can you put your question in the chat for me, because I can't see a question from you. I can see your donation, so I know you've donated, but I can't see a question. Okay, I can't see it. Well, if anyone else can see it and tell me. So Tracy, are you here, hon? Can you tell me what your question is, please? I can't find your question. I can't find a question. So, I can just pull you a card. I'm just waiting to see if you're here. And then I can pull you I can answer you, or I can pull you a card. So, I can't see a question. And so what I say is, next time, if you're donating, or anyone who's donating, please put your question in the super chat. Okay, it's easy to do. Because, I just can't find the question. There's no question there. So, yeah. No, I can't. I'm going to pull you a card because it's going to hold everything up, okay? So I'm going to pull you a message from Archangel Michael, something you need to know. And sometimes that's even better than answering a question that you're asking, because this is something you need to know, not something you want to know, okay? So the message coming through for you from Archangel Michael is, right now what the angels want you to do is focus on divine and perfect health. Victor says, morning Liz, could I see if the stress that's coming will go in my favour or not? Well, that's why this card's come out. Because what the angels want you to do is focus upon divine and perfect health. The angels want you to see things going right for you, and they will. So if you focus on the outcome you desire, but you don't worry about how it's going to happen or when it's going to happen, then that's what you were creating and manifesting. So if you're focusing upon divine and perfect health, then obviously that's stress-free. And that's without obstacles or fear or challenges. So affirm, pray, or say, God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health, and for guiding my actions so they support my well-being. So having your well-being supported is about being stress-free. So I feel the message is whatever is going on that you're asking about, the stress that's coming will go in my favour or not. As long as you focus upon divine and perfect health, as long as you focus on the perfect health of the situation you're asking about, it going well and everything being okay, then that's what's going to manifest and come in for you. And it may not happen the way you expect it to, but it will happen the way it's meant to. I hope that helps, okay? Ron, thank you for the donation. Will my boyfriend Brandon reach out in April? Any messages from anyone who wants to tell me, please, and thank you. So is he going to reach out in April? Let's see what the other card is here. He may not reach out in April if he still feels trapped, or he still feels like he's a failure. He doesn't feel like he can step up right now. You know, you got 10 of Swords and the 8 of Swords. So he feels like right now he needs to release something within himself. He's not feeling good enough for you yet. That's the message. He's not feeling, he feels like a failure. So he feels like right now he would fail you if he came forward. That doesn't mean he's not going to. It just means he needs to get out of his own head first. So the message coming through, we just move the chat up there. We've got, he's saying to you, understand this. You are the only one who's ever really mattered to me. So he may have been with other people, there may have been other relationships, whatever, but you're the only one who's ever really mattered to him, and he's aware of that. And he said, how could I hurt you like that? So he is really sorry for how he's hurt you or any pain he's caused you. And again, that's another reason why he's kind of pulled his energy back, because he needs to forgive himself for that. And he said, of course I care. So he wants you to know, no matter what, whether he's reaching out or not, of course he cares about you. You're the only one who's ever really mattered to him. And he knows he's hurt you. And he feels really guilty about that. And he doesn't want to let you down. So I feel he's waiting for the right time to move forward so he doesn't fail you or let you down. Not that you would feel that he's doing that, but I feel he's waiting for the right time. So let's see if I can get a timeline. Okay, for any time he is going to reach out where he feels worthy. Okay, so don't be triggered by the timeline. It's a guideline. It's going to be at night. So again, the angels aren't giving you like a specific month or a time. They're just saying it's going to happen at night. So you're going to receive a message when it's dark, okay? I hope that helps. Natalia, thank you for the donation. What will a man that appreciates me... When will a man that appreciates me find me? When you're ready. When you're appreciating yourself. Okay? When you're in that energy of attracting them in that way. So is there anything you need to know? First of all, stop waiting. Now, I'm not saying it's like you're waiting around, but I mean, you may be waiting, or you may be, you know, wondering when or how and all of that. And you've got to let go of that and just be in the moment and enjoy living life. And you've got the moon, things are not what they seem. So again, this is about you healing all the aspects of yourself that are being reflected back to you right now to heal. So really the answer is, are you appreciating you right now fully? Give to you. Become the person that you want to attract in. And remember, you are a twin flame as well, so it's not as easy as just saying, right, when's someone going to come in who's going to appreciate me? Because you're also on a twin flame journey. So you're also bound to someone else. It's not like the angel's just going to send someone in, you know, who's going to appreciate you. Everyone appreciates you. You know, this is about knowing that God appreciates you, Jesus appreciates you. Do you appreciate yourself? So what do the romance angels want you to know? Yeah, it's about you knowing that you deserve love and that you are lovable. This is what you're working on right now, feeling worthy. Now, obviously, you can set your intention and ask the universe to send someone in that appreciates you. Well, you can do it this way. I am in a wonderful, loving relationship with a man who appreciates me. I am appreciated. I am lovable. I am loved for who I am. I am desired. I'm deserving of love. But it feels like right now, it's like you're waiting for something. And this is, I'm seeing this dragon like the eagle. So this is your masculine circling around. Because ultimately what you would really prefer would be your masculine to come in and appreciate you. And that's what I feel has been manifested. However, things are not what they seem, which means it can not seem that way in a physical way. And then you can perhaps get stressed out, you know, and think, oh, it's never going to happen, or is there anyone else coming in? Does that make sense? I hope that helps, okay? Fairy 4, thank you for the donation. Anything or messages for me and Em today? So what's the message coming through? Oh, no worries, Tracy. I hope it helped, okay? So what's the message coming through for you and Em today? We've got you are perfect for each other. This is what you need to know. No matter how things seem, no matter what's going on, you are perfect for him and he is perfect for you. So you're perfect for each other. So what's the divine feminine guidance for you right now? clear your space. So you're getting ready for union. So clear your space, clear the clutter, get rid of anything not serving you. Give me fear there, let go of fear. Remember, you're being prepared. So you're doing your work. And Archangel Michael is saying, pay attention to your dreams. So it's very likely you're dreaming of each other right now. You know, vivid dreams, lucid dreams. You could be being shown things in dreams. And I feel he's definitely dreaming about you as well. So your dreams are giving you signs and previews. And he's saying to you, please forgive me for ignoring you. Remember, he's not ignoring you, he's processing. And he's apologising for that. So he could well come back in with an apology soon to say, I'm sorry I ignored you. I didn't mean to. I was working things out. But you're perfect for each other and he knows it, and so do you. I hope that helps, okay? Cassia, thank you for the donation. Only great to see you. More than any messages from Dave today, please. So what's the message coming through today from Dave? He's saying you've helped me so much. So he's very grateful for the way you've assisted him on his journey. You know, he's saying, thank you for helping me. You're always on my mind. So he's constantly thinking about you. There's a lot of passion and desire between you as well. But he's really grateful for you. And I feel you're grateful for him too, you know, and that works for the journey. So whatever's going on between you, ask Archangel Michael to help. And he can give support, he can give strength, he can bring in resolution. Because the situation is already resolved in spiritual truth. It just needs to be manifested in the physical. And I feel this could be anything that you're worried about, anything you're thinking about. So if there is a situation that needs to be resolved, whether it's in his life or between the two of you, it's already done. Okay, it's already done in spiritual truth. Archangel Michael is already assisting with this. And you may have already called on them, you know, your angels. You may have already called on Michael to help. And it's like he's saying, it's under control. It's already been resolved. It's already been sorted out. You may just not see it yet in a physical way. I hope that helps, okay? Tracy's donated again there, says, will I get things in line this week and be okay? So obviously focus on divine and perfect health. Let's bring some more messages in for you. So we've got, doors are opening. The doors are opening for things to work out. Okay, and this could also be a big sign of things coming into place between now and the 29th of April, or between the 2nd and the 9th of April, or even over the next 2 to 9 days. I feel this is more days than months. You know, it's not, you know, because see there is February just gone, you know, to September. I'm not feeling it for you. I'm feeling days. Okay, so I feel that by the end of April, by the 29th of April, whatever it is you're asking about will be sorted out. But it could be resolved within the next 2 to 9 days, or between the 2nd or the 9th of April. That's what I need to share with you, okay? But the doors are opening there. So I feel as long as you're focusing on the end result and perfect and divine health, it will be okay. I hope that helps. God is real, thank you for the donation. And God is real, thank you for such an amazing name. Message from my twin. So what does your twin want to say? Hey, Blue Synchronist, great to see you, honey. Do I really make you happy? So your twin is going through insecurity about if they can actually make you happy or not. Okay, and that's nothing to do with you, remember, it's to do with themselves, because to them, you're the most gorgeous thing they've ever seen. So your person saying you are the most gorgeous, most beautiful thing I've ever seen. You know, you just take their breath away. And that's why he's thinking, do I really make you happy? You know, it's I feel your twin feels like you are way out of their league. It's like they put you on a pedestal. And they think, wow, you know, you could have anyone. Why do you want me? So I feel this is definitely a big message about you having faith in the journey right now and knowing your own power and worth. So what else do you need to know? Yeah, you are safe. So the angels have got you. And this is such a great affirmation to use. You know, I am safe when you go into any fear. And you are a leader. So lead in your own life, but also take a step back and let your twin move forward here. Because in their eyes, you're the most gorgeous thing they've ever seen. So let's bring in a message from the angels for you. Yeah, 10 of Cups, which is a big sign you're going to end up in union here. So it says you are blessed with a happy home and a successful relationship. So this is what you're going to be blessed with. To continue this, make as much time for yourself in connection with Source as you make time for your special person. So in other words, what this is a preview of is you are going to come into union. The angels are showing this to you. And when you do, make sure that you're not just focusing on your person. You're also making sure you're working on the connection with self and Source, because that will keep your union strong. Okay, because a lot of the time, what do? We're focusing on the other person. and we forget about ourselves, or we forget about our connection with God, and you know God is real. So that's the message. But this is showing you're going to move into union. Again, it's in divine timing. So have faith in the when. I hope that helps, okay? Donna Harvey, great to see you, honey. Thank you for being in the chat for me as a mod. Donna says, hi Liz, can I get a message from my love Mark and the angels? You've put Jane in there, I Jane. Okay, now what I'm seeing with there is Tarzan and Jane. Now obviously that's probably a typo. But, that's what I'm seeing, Tarzan and Jane. It's like strength coming in there. So, yeah, look at this divine intervention. So the angels are saying we've got this under control. And it feels like from the beginning of the year, January to May, the angels have got this under control. So you're handing this over to heaven. You're at peace with the journey in your own way. I'm not saying every day is easy, but, it's like... there's these moments where you feel completely fine, and then you'll have your moments of fear. We all do. But ultimately, you're trusting the universe because you know without a shadow of a doubt in your mind that all paths lead back to each other. All paths lead to you. All you have to do is remember who you are. And this is really what I've just said. When you remember who you are as a divine feminine, then it moves things forward. Okay, so I'm going to get a message from him. But what I've got coming through is like Tarzan and Jane. So maybe you want to watch Tarzan. I don't know why that's coming through my mind. But Tarzan and Jane, like strength, like a power couple, like Tarzan and Jane. So what's the message coming through? Maybe you're going to do a role play or a fantasy like Tarzan and Jane. So I think about speaking my truth. So he knows he has to speak his truth, not only to you, but to people in his life. And he said, I think about making love to you, maybe as Tarzan and Jane, and you matter to me. So it's everything, how he feels. It's just divine intervention, divine timing, and all of that. Well, yeah, they show me, I haven't seen Tarzan for years. I can't even remember, but they showed me like one of them grass skirts and, maybe role play coming in there, Donna. Hilarious. So, yeah, bit of fun there. Sophia, thank you for the donation. Will A and I clear today's miscommunication? You will do, okay? Because it's already forgotten in spiritual truth. Okay? Yeah, you're going to sort it out. The warmth of the sun. Just be you. Okay? Don't worry about this. Give it to heaven. Ask Archangel Raguel and Archangel Gabriel to clear this up. To create the way to harmonise things. Because the answer is yes to your question. But if you're the warmth of the sun, it's like, for A, it's already forgotten, really. It's already dealt with. It's like it's only the mind, remember, that causes the problem. The mind is where all the issues are. We go into battles with our own mind. It's the self we have battles with, not the other person. So he's saying, your love drives me crazy. And obviously this is when there's a miscommunication or something goes on, it drives him crazy. And he's saying, my life works better with you in it. That's why you got the sun. So, of course, you're going to sort things out. I hope that helps, okay? Naina, thank you for the donation. Message from my person. So, what's the message coming through from him today to you? So, first he's saying to you, wild side, there's a side to you I haven't seen and I want to. And I feel it's like he's saying to you, there's a side to me you haven't seen and I want you to. I want to see you let loose and get wild. Let's have some fun. So, this is about his fantasies. There's so many things he's repressed inside of him, pushed down, that he wants to express. This is about passion. This is the root chakra as well. Moving forward to you, it's the passion, sacral chakra energy, wanting to explore that side of the connection with you. And he does that in his dreams. So it's like he's saying in dreams, I'm exploring the passion. And I feel that's a very powerful thing right now. He said, I've been dreaming about you. In my dreams, we're so free and we're so in love. I wish I could stay there forever. And I feel there's a lot of passion there and desire. And he's saying it's on. I see you looking good and moving on. So he may have seen you on social media. He may have seen you somehow looking good, moving on. And obviously it's not that you're moving on. You're just taking control of your life. And he said, I don't care who you're talking to. I'm better. So there's a little bit of jealousy there, worried about you being with someone else or what you're up to. And he's saying, I will compete for you. So it's like he's saying, I am going to fight for you. I'm going to make this happen. Right now, he's doing it in his dreams. So in his dreams, he's like the hero. It's like, like if people game, for example, they become the hero in the game. He's becoming the hero in these dreams. And he's taking control and he's allowing himself to explore the connection in his dreams. And you may well be sensing that too. I hope that helps, okay? Nat, thank you for the donation. Deep feelings of David towards me. So what is David feeling towards you? It just gets a bit much. So he does have all these deep feelings for you. They just get a bit much, okay? And he's afraid that you'll leave him. So this is like his darkest, deepest fears coming through, because you're saying, what are his deep feelings for me? And, you know, perhaps expecting him to come through and say, oh, I'm so in love with you, or something like that. What he's saying is, these feelings for you get too much because they overwhelm me. And I get so afraid that you'll leave me, I pull away, or I pull back, or I sabotage things. So that's what he wants you to know. It's like he's sabotaging things because of the fear of losing you. It's like being with you and then losing you is his greatest fear. So he thinks, if I don't go there, then I won't get hurt. So this is abandonment wounds. Because he may have been left in the past. This could have been left alone as a kid. You know, or maybe something, he had a big rejection in his life. Or this could be connected with a past life. But he's saying it just all gets a bit much. So his emotions are very overwhelming for you. Now let's see what else he wants to say. So he's saying to you, yeah, he feels lost without you. So what he knows is, without you, he feels lost. With you, he feels found. He's just feeling very lost because he's going through all this emotion right now. So he's like a lost little boy. So you've got to give him time to find himself. Okay, what he does know is the feelings he has for you are so intense and powerful, it scares him. So he's not ready yet to be vulnerable and open up with how he feels, because you've got to give him that time. I hope that helps, okay? Jazelle, thank you for the donation. What is Abe wanting me to know? Hope everyone is healing wonderfully. Thank you, honey. Sending lots of healing back to you. So what he's saying is, I meet you in my dreams. So you're definitely dreaming about each other right now. He said, I never meant to cause you pain. So he may have come to you in a dream and said sorry to you in some way. And he's apologising. He's saying, can't you see what you do to me? So he's kind of blown away that you don't see the power of the love for him here. Because he's just like, wow, you blow my mind. Can't you see what you do to me? The power of the love. And he said, I think about telling you how I feel. So he thinks about saying to you, I'm sorry for the pain I caused you. And he's surprised you can't see what you do to him. It's like, can't you see what you do to me? You drive me crazy. This love is crazy. I meet you in my dreams all the time. So he's meeting you in dreams to tell you the truth, really. It's like he's coming to you in dreams as a preview of what's to come. What else do you need to know? Yeah, nobody could ever take your place in my heart, he's saying to you. So nobody could ever take your place in their heart. Focus on service and mission right now to raise your vibration, to feel better within you, to give back to you. And never doubt that he loves you, because he does. So he loves you, okay? And you do mirror work, so you're both healing right now, joint healing. There's things you're both going through for a reason. So allow this journey to unfold. Focus on service and mission. I hope that helps, okay? You may even be seeing mirrored numbers. Zanab, thank you for the donation. Morning, want to know if Gerard and I's connection will lead to a serious relationship like marriage. Does he ever think about that when he's thinking about me? So the card that flew out here is use affirmations to start your day. So this is a big message for you, first of all. So when you wake up, affirm, I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship, or I'm in a wonderful, loving commitment. Everything feels wonderful with my person. You don't need to put his name on there, because your ego will grab onto it and say, you're not in union, this isn't happening. Just affirm, I'm in a wonderful, loving relationship. This day is beautiful. Everything is going well. So if you use affirmations, it's going to start manifesting that connection in that way. Okay, instead of worrying or thinking it's not going to happen, or remember, your thoughts and your words have power. Your thoughts become things, and what you speak out, you spell out to the universe. So the first thing to think is, am I in alignment with what I actually do want? Am I manifesting this relationship, or am I pushing it away with my thoughts and actions? So what does he say to you? He's saying, I think about making love to you. And he's saying, you do matter to me. So it's what he's thinking. When he thinks about being with you, he thinks about making love to you. He thinks about waking up next to you. He thinks about falling asleep with you. It's not necessarily he thinks about getting married to you and having that kind of ceremony, you know, or being in that kind of relationship. He thinks about being with you and making love to you and having that kind of connection. And that he's saying, you matter to me. So he wants you to know that you matter to him. That's more important than a ring or a ceremony. That comes with time, okay? And you can manifest that. You can visualize all that. But it's not like he's thinking about that right now. He's thinking about making love to you. And he wants you to know that you are important, that you matter to him. That's what he wants you to know. And if marriage matters to you when you're together, that's what he will give to you. So start your day with affirmations. I hope that helps, okay? Katie, thank you for the donation. Any messages from my DM? And thank you so much for the donation for the Costa as well, honey. I'm going to go and have one tomorrow. So the message is, he's saying, your love drives me crazy. And this will drive him round the bend because obviously he's there and you're there and he wants you and he's there and you're there and it drives him crazy. He's saying there's nobody else in my heart. So what he wants you to know is you're the one who's in his heart. Remember that reading I did yesterday with you're the one that holds the key to his heart. And his heart is on lockdown to anybody else. And I feel that's really what you need to know. So regarding the circumstances he's in right now, there's nobody else in his heart. And your dreams are coming true. So you may well be having dreams, maybe having vivid dreams of each other. You may be having previews in dreams right now. You may be astrally connecting in dreams because your dreams are coming true. And it's like he's saying this love is driving me crazy right now. So again, he knows he can't keep going the way he's going. He knows he's a leader and he needs to take back his power. And he is a warrior. And obviously you're a warrior and you're a leader in your life as well. But this is about you knowing that he has the power or trusting that he has the power to move forward and change his life. And that's why your dreams are coming true. So I want to see what his karmic battle is today. And let's connect with the karmic partner. So I know you haven't asked me about the karmic situation. It's always interesting to see what's going on. So what he's saying is, I want to feel free, and that's why he feels crazy, because he can't be with you and it's driving him mad. He wants to be free to explore this connection with you. And he's saying our social media is a lie. So if there's anything being put on social media, it's a lie. Okay, so that person may have shared something or, it's a lie. Our social media is a lie. So it's like he's saying that to you so you don't get triggered by it or worried about it because it's all a big lie. It's fake. And remember, if the karmic partner is posting anything on social media, it will be to try and save face. So let's see what the karmic partner wants to say. The karmic partner is saying, I'm sad that it's over. So the karmic partner knows it's over. The karmic partner knows that. And that's why she's being defensive, saying, leave him alone. Now, obviously, you're not doing anything. But she's sending this vibration out because she feels like she's threatened by you or threatened because the connection is over. I'm sad it's over. Please leave him alone so I can get this going again. But obviously it's not going to happen because he's saying my heart's on lockdown. And what a great compliment case. Yeah, there you go. So it's like he wants you to know that. And I feel that there's nothing going on between them. You're the one who's in his heart and she knows it's over. Okay, but she's saying leave him alone. That's why she could be posting things on social media to put this, fakeness out there that, oh, everything's okay and wonderful. As like, it's like a force field or a shield in a way, to like a false front, a false flag they're giving me. And that's, the truth. I hope that helps, okay? Patricia Bazzari, thank you for the donation. A message, please, from my true love. So what does your true love want to say? Your true love is saying to you, I can't stop loving you. And I think about our lives together. Can we try this again? So this is again, this second chance. And I'm seeing this as a second chance, as in now, in this body, because I love you. So your person say, can we try this again? Because I love you and I can't stop loving you. And I think about our lives together. Now, what I'm being guided to do as well is bring in a message from the Divine Masculine and Spirit as well. Because I feel this, this deck resonates with you as well. So what does he want to say from this deck? So he's saying, write about it. And that may well be what you're doing. You may be writing about your experiences. You may be writing about what's happened. You may write a book about this because maybe there aren't that many books out there about what you've been going through. So you may well be writing about it or journaling down about it. So write about it. I feel he's going to help you to do that. Let's meet at our special place. Okay. So you may well meet for the first time or, at the right time at your special place, where that is. Or you may have a special place that you go to where you can write about it. Okay, let's meet at our special place and then you can write about it, okay? And it's beautiful here. So he's reminding you it's beautiful at this special place when you're connecting in the 5D, when he's feeling your energy, but also wherever he is. So this is also, remember, about heaven and feeling connected to you as well. It's beautiful here. And it's like reminding you that it's beautiful on earth and to see the beauty in all things. But I feel the big message I've got coming through here is that it's part of your life purpose to write about what you're going through. I hope that helps, okay? And also, you make cards as well. So you write about things. There may be a book and a card deck to match it in some way. I hope that helps. Esmeralda, thank you for the donation. Ghosting me again after seeing him a message. He's not ghosting you, he's processing what's happened. So try and see this in a different way. Whenever you feel ghosted, it's not that. There's a newfangled word, okay? The word ghosting never existed years ago. So it's just these newfangled words that people put into place, like gaslighting and narcissist and all these things. It's either love or fear we're operating from. So he's seen you, it's overwhelmed him, and he needs time to process how he's feeling about you. It's not a reflection of you. It's your inner child that feels like you've been abandoned in that moment, so you have to fill up your own cup. So how's he feeling about after seeing you? What does he want you to know? And when you start seeing it in a higher way, things get easier on the journey. So you don't blame it. Oh, he's ghosting me, he's doing this. You've got to see it in a higher way. Yeah, he's tired of feeling alone. And he feels alone when he's not with you. So he's working this out. So whatever his circumstances are, he feels alone there. So what he's doing is, he's working out how to be in a relationship with you or how to tell you how he feels. He's working that out right now. Because I feel he doesn't want to be alone. Even if he's around someone else, he feels alone. He wants to be with you. And he's processing what that means, how he feels about it, and any changes he'll have to make this possible. So what else is he saying to you? What else is he saying? He's saying to you, he is actually obsessed with you. Okay, now you may not see it that way because you're thinking, oh, he's ghosting me. But he's saying, I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. I stalk your social media. And I hope I run into you when I'm out. So he's actually thinking about you a lot more than you realise. And he's saying, unclear. Okay, I didn't know how I felt about this connection. So what he's really trying to say here is, the reason why he's ghosted you is because he needed to make the way clear, or he needs to make the way clear. It's unclear how he's perhaps going to move this forward, and he needs that time to process that. But he is actually obsessed with you right now, and he may well be watching your social media. But ultimately, he's tired of being alone, and he may be tired as well. Maybe he's had sleepless nights. So remember, don't take anything personally or worry or think there's something wrong when there isn't. Just focus right now on filling up your own cup. And the guidance from heaven is, yeah, speak your truth. You want to speak your truth, but the time will come. Forgive me, fear. Let go of fear. I hope that helps, okay? So if you've been thinking about speaking your truth, sending him a piece of your mind, or hold back from doing that, because it's only your ego that's getting triggered by what you perceive to be a ghosting, when it isn't there at all. It's the fact that he's waiting to reach out, or he's working something out. Remember, the feminines and masculines do things differently. So, for example, the feminines want to talk and want to sort it out. The masculines have to step back to process. And, that's why you trigger each other, because you're learning patience and to fill up your own cup. And realising, hang on, I don't need him to be messaging me all the time to feel whole. I can give to me, and then when the time is right, he'll reach out whenever that is. And when you get into that energy of acceptance, it's liberating because it changes everything. I hope that helps, okay? Daniela, thank you for the donation. Dear Liz, I'm super under the astrological weather, having migraines, crying attacks, releasing things. Can I have a message from my journey and from my twit? So just allow this to work through, allow it to run its course, and it'll, the energy will shift. So, this can be a time for you to connect with yourself, to connect with source, to meditate, to breathe. And we've all been in this kind of energy, really throughout February, March. It's all been a bit hard, and it really is all about full surrender. It's about getting to the point where you move into acceptance. And you move into surrender. And we're all being forced to do that right now, whether it's through physical symptoms, emotional symptoms, the journey itself. We're all being forced into surrender. And that means where you get to a point where you have to put the oars of the canoe down and say, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to give this to God, okay? So what's the guidance for you right now? What's the guidance coming through? So you've got replace any doubt with faith. And you may have gone through moments on this journey throughout this, these ups and downs where you've had doubt. You may have even doubted yourself. So you've got to replace that with faith. So I feel you're going through a journey right now to be able to find faith, okay? So let's bring in a message for you from Michael. So Archangel Michael is saying to you, yeah, it's time to leave the unhealthy situation. So there may well be an unhealthy situation that needs to be released. Now that could be in your life, could be in your twin's life. But this could also be about all the things that aren't serving you that you're releasing through your emotions and, all the holding on, all of that, you're releasing all of that. So Archangel Michael is saying, what parts of your life do you need to focus on more clearly right now? And then Archangel Michael will help you to focus on those things and hear your answers and give you courage to make healthy life changes. Or maybe you're wanting your twin to make healthy life changes and release the things not serving them. And that's what is happening. So you'll also be feeling what your twin's going through, remember, as well as your own emotions, because you are an empath. Yeah, you're saying everything you want, I want too. So you are on the same page. You do want the same things. I just feel there's things being released first. And you're experiencing it as all this heavy energy and all this emotion that's coming through or being manifested out of you through your physical body, through headaches, through tears and all of that. So you've got to let it run its course, and then you're going to come out the other side. Remember, Jesus was on the cross and then he got resurrected. So your resurrection will come, and that's the message I have to share with you. I hope that helps, okay? Hey, Nikki, great to see you, honey. I'm sending you so much love. I'm going to message you later as well, actually, because there may be an opportunity coming up for me to see you. So I'm going to send you a message later on when I've done this live and stuff. So look out for a message, and it's great to see you. Larry Wu, thank you for the donation. Message from David and the angels, and a message from my mum in heaven. And actually, before I do Laurie, I want to pull Nikki a card. So Nikki, I'm going to pull you a message from Archangel Michael, okay? And then I'll do Laurie. So let me pull Nikki a card, or a few cards. So the first message is the romance angels are helping you. So maybe you've been talking to the angels and the romance angels in particular, or maybe even Archangel Shamuel, and they're all around you, saying to you you're on the right path. So it's like the romance angels are saying you are on the right path. We're helping you. And remember, God is in charge. What a beautiful message. So God is in charge. You know that. You're surrendering. You know you're on the right path because God is in charge of that path. And the romance angels, couldn't get the words out then, are assisting your journey. So maybe your person is struggling to get words out. You've also got talk to the angels. So again, it's just answering your question. Talk to your angels about anything you're going through. You may be seeing 444. You may be seeing 888 as well. So talk to your angels. They've heard your prayers. They know what you need. The romance angels are helping. And you're on the right path because God is in charge of your life. I hope that helps, okay? Powerful. So, Laurie, this is the message for you from David, flying straight out, okay? So the first message is, why does it hurt without you? And he knows it does. He knows it hurts without you. Okay, and he's saying, how could I lie to you? I'm so sorry because you're the only one I want. So maybe he's lied about his feelings or he's hidden his feelings. And he's saying to you, you are the one, okay? And he's saying, I miss talking to you. So he's missing you. He's feeling the void of you. And he wants to make it right with you for whatever he's done in the past, okay? So what else do you need to know? And then I'm going to bring you a message in from your mum. This is from your angels. Doors are open right now for communication. So there's no need to worry or fear, just ask for help instead. There is a new beginning coming in. I feel this is within a year, okay, and also within 1 month. Okay, so as you move into April, especially April, May, you're going to feel this new beginning. But I feel like over the next year, you're going to see results for everything you're asking because many riches are going to come in for you. Whether it's riches in love, finances, health, just feeling good. Affirm, I'm rich in all things, and that creates the way. And have faith in the changes you're being guided to make. So I definitely feel there's big changes happening over next year that's going to move you where you're meant to be. Let's bring in a message from your mum in heaven. So what does your mum in heaven want to say to you today? What does your mum in heaven want to say to you today? There we go. So the message coming through is, I'm so grateful for how much and all the many ways you've helped me. So your mum feels like you helped her a lot when she was living. And you may be grateful for her in that way too. So this may reciprocate where you may think, I'm so grateful for all the ways you helped me. This is also a great way to connect with her. So you can actually kind of regress yourself back to childhood and think about all the things you had as a child, all the ways you were there for each other in a way, and write it down. You know, think about the things you got for Christmas time, or the holidays you had, or the time you spent. And be there for each other, she's saying. Be there for each other. So I feel this about you being there for people in your life, you know, people you love. And it's about looking for the good in things and the good in people, instead of judging people or, you know, going into fear. So I feel you're learning more about how to love, you know, especially over the last year or so. You've been learning more about how to be in the energy of love, not fear. I hope that helps, okay? Samantha, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, what were the decisions Gabriel is making right now? Thanks for the second donation. So what's the decisions? What are the decisions Gabriel is making? He needs space to figure that out, okay? Because he wants you to trust him again. So he's going to do what it takes to make you trust him, or to get you to trust him. That's the decision. So really it's whatever that entails. Okay, it's about understanding that whatever it will take for him to get you to trust him again, because he feels like you don't trust him. It doesn't matter whether you do or don't. This is his perception. So in his mind, he feels like you don't trust him. So he's making the decision to do exactly what it takes to prove to you that you can trust him. And he's needing the space right now to figure that out. That's what he's dealing with, okay? So let's bring in a message for you from Archangel Michael. So the message is, the person you're asking about is trustworthy. Couldn't get a better message coming out, could you? So it's like he wants you to trust him, because he's saying, I am trustworthy. And even Archangel Michael is bringing this message in, saying you can trust him. Says, thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in this relationship. I'm grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people come into my life. So the message is, he's making the decision to prove to you that you can trust him. I hope that helps, okay? I want to do a message from Melissa, okay? See, guided by my peeps. I'm going to do a message from Archangel Michael for Melissa. So the beautiful guided by my peeps there. Look at this, believe and trust. So if you believe and trust in your connection, obviously you believe and trust in yourself, everything's going to move forward for you. So before going to sleep tonight, say, Archangel Michael, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage and confidence. And you can even say to your person, please come into my dreams tonight and show me your truth. Show me the future. Show me how you feel. And so it is. So I feel you can connect in dreams. So what does your person want to say? I think about speaking my truth. So he may well come to you in a dream and speak his truth. Your love drives me crazy, and of course I care. So this drives him a bit mad, how he feels about you, and he wants to speak his truth, and he's going to. I hope that helps, okay? So I'm not missing anyone out right now. I'm just grabbing a couple of questions here. So I've got Blue Synchronist. He says, hello, lovely Liz. May I have messages from my Aries man? What's going on with him, and any timing on whatever the angels want to guide us next to? So what's the message coming through? He said, I think about your body. So he can't stop thinking about you in that way. Okay, and you might think, oh, you know, it would be nice to have a nicer message than that. But there is a powerful message, because he thinks about your body. He thinks about being with you in that way. You know, and body is about the physical. So he thinks about being with you physical, so like in the physical. So whatever's going on, whatever the silence is, if there's silence, the silence is helping, because a new start is coming. Okay, new start is coming in this connection. The angels want you to know that. The silence is helping right now. So if you're waiting for something to happen or shift, just understand it's all happening in divine timing. And he is thinking about your body. He is thinking about being with you in a physical way. So if we've got any timings for this moving forward, or because a new start is coming, remember. So when is this new start coming in, or what do you need to know? When is this new start coming? February, it's already here, okay? So this isn't February next year, this is now. And then you may start seeing pink flowers as a sign of this. So there's already a new start here. So I feel you don't need to worry about anything right now. You just need to have faith in divine timing, because it's all already moving into place. I hope that helps, okay? Patricia, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, may I have a message from Jesus to help me with my connection and journey with A, and may I have a message from A? So first of all, let's see what A wants to say to you. So what does A want to say? Jumping straight out. I want to show you off in my world. I'm just scared. I'm scared of being me. I'm scared of you seeing the real me. So it's like he's saying, I want you in my world, and I want to show you off in my world to people around me. And this is about him introducing you to people he knows and, you know, taking you out in the world where he is. He's just scared because he's scared of being himself. So this isn't even about you. This is about him being himself in his own world, because he may well be wearing a mask. So he wants to be authentic in his own world. That means speak his truth to people in his life, show the world who he really is, you know, be his authentic, truthful self. And that's the person he truly is, not the person who may try and keep up with appearances or, you know, act like everything's okay when it's not, or pretend he is someone he isn't, or whatever he's doing. He's just scared. So it's like he's saying, I am going to show you off in my world. We are going to be together. You are going to be a part of my life and a part of my world. I'm just healing that part of me that's afraid. And Jesus, I feel, is going to give him the strength to overcome that chain or break that chain. So what's the message? Wow. Okay. I feel there's too many cards. Okay. Wait a minute. I feel like Jesus got a huge message for you, but there's too many cards. Okay. So what's the message? Clearer, please, Jesus. Thank you. Yeah, according to your faith be it unto you. So really what Jesus is saying is, if you have faith, remember, even a small amount of faith as a mustard seed, it's going to move huge mountains in your life. So according to your faith be it unto you. So in other words, what Jesus is saying is, if you keep the fire of faith going, if you have faith in this love, if you have faith in this journey, if you have faith that your person is going to overcome these fears because Jesus is with him, assisting him, then this is what's going to happen. The light is at the end of the tunnel. I'm seeing this on the horizon here. Your ship will come in. Everything will move forward. So according to your faith be it unto you. So in other words, what he's saying is, the more faith you have, the more blessings you receive. And this card's moving. With God, all things are possible. And that's what you're being reminded of. With God, all things are possible. And this card's moving as well. Peace be unto you as my Father has sent me. So in other words, there's no need to fear. Okay, have faith. I hope that helps, okay? Blue says, you changed your background, Liz. It's a message for me itself. Yeah, I did that quite a while ago. You mean the... this background. I thought you meant my background picture on the channel. Yeah, I changed this. I can't remember when I changed it, but it's beautiful. Twin flame picture. I love it. So obviously every year, you know, they guide me to make a change. And this is because union is coming in. So this may stay up a while now. Damini, thank you for the donation. Hyla's message from DM and divine messages for me. So what's the message coming in from your DM? Okay, so the first card coming through is, you've helped me so much. So he's very grateful for you. Remember, this is like the spiritual aspect of it, because he's saying you're my greatest teacher. Okay, you've helped me so much because you're my greatest teacher. So he's well aware of the lessons you've been teaching him. So if you've been wondering if he's waking up, you know, or he's spiritually aware, this is you knowing he is, because he's grateful for what you've done in his life. And he wants to live together. Let's live together. Now, living isn't just about living in a house or living in a place. It's about living your lives together, having a life together. It's like he's saying, let's live together. Let's go out and do things and explore the world and be together. And that's what he wants. And he knows that you've helped him to change, or you're helping him to change, because I still feel this is a process right now. So he's able to be with you the way he wants to be. So I feel this is a definite message about the future and that you're going to be together. So what's the divine message? Yeah, never doubt that your person loves you, okay? Right now, focus on service and mission. So let him deal with what he's dealing with. You focus on service, mission, everything you can do. And at the right time, the universe is going to align you and you're going to be living your lives together. I hope that helps, okay? 20 Victoria, thank you so much for joining the angel family, honey. I'm sending you so much love. And there is today's members reading is a pick a pile about abundance as well. AJ, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz, any messages from A? So what's the message coming through from A? I'm in awe of you. So he may have seen something you've done lately and he's proud of you. He's in awe of you. He's like, whoa, you know, you're very inspiring. He said, I think about kissing you. So he's had a dream maybe about kissing you. He's thought about this. He could have had a flashback. He said, I want to change so much for you. So I'm trying to understand. Now, it isn't about changing for you. It's about changing for himself. That's what he needs to know. So he's trying to understand what that means. And you're inspiring him right now. So you know, keep doing what you're doing pretty much. So what's the message from the angels? Yeah, go forward fearlessly. He wants to move forward to you, and you're moving forward in your life. So Archangel Michael is saying, go forward fearlessly. Don't worry about anything. Okay, keep your head high right now. Keep moving forward, because when you walk forward in that way, everything moves into place. This is about you having confidence and strength and grace. So you can affirm, pray, or say, thank you for walking with me every step of the way, for holding my hand, giving me confidence and courage, and guiding my thoughts and actions in the direction of love and my true life purpose. So keep moving forward right now, because everything is falling into place. I hope that helps, okay? Zanab, thank you for the donation. What do I need to know about my career life? So what do you need to know about your career life? What do you need to know about career? So the card coming out here, you've got ending and you've got cutting ties. And this card's moving. So you may need to end something for something new to come in. Yeah, you may feel like you need more freedom. So it's like the angels are showing you with this feather that you're protected on your journey. So if you make any changes in your career, if you end what you're currently doing or cut ties with what you're doing, there's going to be a new beginning coming in that creates freedom. And this can also be a big sign about moving towards the year of the horse, 2026, freedom. But I feel there's something else around you, or something else you can be doing. And that's the thing right now, you know, the wood snake is creating all these changes. The wood snake is creating the shedding of the skin so that you can end things you need to end, cut ties with what you need to cut ties with to feel free. So if you feel like you've got no spare time, or you feel like you don't feel free in your work, or you don't feel like you've got freedom in your creative talents, or, you know, you want to express yourself in some other way, the opportunity is going to come in for you to explore that, okay? So let's bring in another card. What do you need to know about your career? What do you need to know? Yeah, you've got, this can be connected very much so with your life as well, like your love life. So, and your twin. So you may well have a purpose with your twin. So when you're in union, you may work together, or you may do something that's in alignment with the both of you. So you may do something together as well. But I feel that there is an ending coming for a new beginning. They give me a block, and there may be struggles around that, communicating that or speaking that truth out. I hope that helps, okay? So I'm just going to go to the bathroom. I said I'd have to go. So Angela's going to look after the chat for me, and then I'm going to come back and do Saranga, okay? Let me just have a drink of water. So Saranga's the next donation, guys. Angela's going to look after the chat for me. Some cards had fallen on the floor. Let me pick them up. We just have a drink. Okay. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. Little Angel looking after the chat for me. Hi, Angela. Say hi to Uncle Victor there. Sending lots of love. Okay, there you go. Right. Oh, I'm out of breath now. Okay, so Saranga says, let me just get me organised here. So Saranga says, Boomy's real intentions for me. So what are Boomy's real intentions for you? What are Boomy's real intentions for you? To come forward with confidence, okay? To, you know, be authentic with you in some way. So I feel that Boomy's intentions are real. That's the message you need to know, because this person is feeling confident when they're connecting with you. And I feel it could happen spontaneously. So this person could come to you in a very quick way, you know, when you're not expecting it, or express themselves to you in some authentic way. So let's bring in another message here. What else do you need to know? What are Boomy's real intentions? Okay, trying to understand. So they're trying to understand what they need to change. They're giving me fear. So there's some fear there. So this person's saying, I want to change so much for you, and I'm trying to understand how to do that. Okay, but I feel the message I need to share with you is the intentions for you are real, or the intentions towards you are real. And this person is finding the confidence to be able to move forward and express that to you. Okay, but I feel this is to move forward confidently, and it's going to be unexpected. I hope that helps, okay? Give me a block there. Lisa, thank you for the donation. Can I have a message for the week ahead, please? So let's pull you a card from Archangel Michael. What do you need to know for the week ahead? So you've got, use your imagination and you'll see the answer. So again, the message here is manifest what you desire. Think about what you want. And it's also reminding you that your thoughts have power. So the week can go as good or as bad as you intend it to because of your mind. So it really is about you overcoming your emotions and taking back your power, becoming the master of your emotions. So you can affirm, pray, or say, Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help. So I feel there could also be creativity coming in here, some wisdom. So you may understand things in a deeper way. But I feel ultimately, look at this, you've got to let go of burdens. So let go of burdens, don't give up. The angels again are saying, and this may be a sign, this may be what you need to hear, okay? Do not give up as you're almost there. Okay, now you take that, it resonates with you. Now this could be about your journey in general, or it could be about you coming out the other side of what you've been experiencing. So don't just see this as don't give up on your twin, or you haven't seen this as don't give up because you're almost on the other side of what you've been struggling with, okay? It says use this time wisely for spiritual practices. So if you do spiritual practices this week, you know, like, I don't know, doing what you've been doing, having time for you, perhaps doing more meditation or, you know, going out in nature, whatever you're doing, that's going to help because you're almost there. It's like you're coming out the other side of whatever you've been through. That's what I'm seeing it. So I'm not seeing it as, you know, do not give up on your twin. Obviously, we can never give up on our twin flame. But if you know you're coming to terms with something you've got to do in your journey, and I don't feel this is a message saying don't do that. What I'm feeling this is connected with is that you've been going through a lot of turmoil and you're coming out the other side of that, okay? So let's bring in another message for you. What else do you need to know? So the message coming through is, yeah, forgive your twin. So you may need to forgive some of the things that are going on right now. So there may be some things you do need to forgive. Even though you may feel like you've forgiven a lot of things, you may still be holding on to something that needs to be forgiven. And the signs you see are real. So remember, you do see the signs. Sometimes we're so busy in our own head, we don't see them or we don't recognize them because we're just on a phone or whatever we're doing. So the signs are coming to you and they are real and you can trust them. And you're also receiving a message to forgive. Let's bring in a message from her to you. Okay, what does she want to say to you about this week? You smell amazing. Okay, so she may have smelt you recently. You know, you may be wearing something nice and it smelt amazing to her. You know, so she loves the way you smell. And she's saying, I can't stop loving you. So she can't stop loving you and you can't stop loving her. So there's no point thinking you can, but you can surrender the struggle. I hope that helps, okay? Saranga, thank you for the donation. Does Nana B love me as much as I do? Okay. So again, this is about replacing doubt with fear. Replacing feel you're in a lot of fear. So what you do is, thank you, the angel is saying what you do is you replace doubt with fear instead of faith. Okay, and that's because the doubt brings up fear. So it's like you go through doubt and it brings fear up. So you replace it with fear when it needs to be replaced with faith. So that's come through for a reason, okay? Yeah, because you're not seeing things clearly. So what the angel's saying is this person does love you as much as you love them, but you're not seeing it clearly. Because what you're doing is, when you go into the doubt, which helps you to find faith, you're going into fear instead. It's like you're replacing the doubt with fear instead of replacing it with faith. So what's the guidance? You've got to believe more in yourself and the person you are. So the message is, yeah, remember who you are. That's what I've just said. So the angel's saying you've got to remember who you are. Affirm, use affirmations like I am magical. I am attractive. I'm magnificent. I'm special. I am amazing. So you're giving yourself that, kind of booster. So you remember your power, and then you don't think, what? Of course they love you. Why wouldn't they? You've got to be in that mindset and feel the power of the love. So if you allow yourself to feel the power of the love, then you won't doubt it. And all paths lead home, which means you're going to end up where you're meant to be. I hope that helps. Okay, so I feel the message for you is to believe in yourself more. Hey, we got Rob in the house. Welcome, welcome. We've got Liza. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the donation. Liz, please something from my DM and the angels. So let's start with the message for you from Archangel Michael. What does Archangel Michael want to say? Eternal love. So you're being guided to know either it's eternal love, it's real, it's twin flame love. So you can affirm, pray, or say, help me to perceive all the love that surrounds me so I can feel safe receiving, expressing, and giving love. So it's eternal love. So I feel that's come out to remind you this is love. You know it is anyway, but it is twin flame love. And I long for you. He longs for you the way you long for him because it's eternal love. It's destiny. And I'm just seeing, I thought another card had come out then. No, just this one there. Just making doubly sure. Yeah, think about being with you intimately. So he does want you. He longs for you. I feel there's a real intimate desire here right now because it's eternal love and you're connected in that way. So he's feeling all the desire and all the heat. So his kundalini is rising for you right now. The angel's saying, let go and let flow. Let go and let it flow. So just be in the flow of the journey right now. Let's see because he's going into kundalini rising energy, let's see what the angels are guiding him to do. What's the power message for him right now? Because he's longing for you. And that will create an action step. So the angel's saying breathe and heal. So he may need to breathe through this energy because it can get very intense, as you know, when you're feeling kundalini. So you have to breathe and release because it can create frustration. And that's why, again, it always helps to cleanse the sacral chakra. And you deserve happiness. So the angel's saying, Luke, you deserve happiness. So go for it. So whenever he's holding himself back he's starting to recognize that he does deserve this happiness and he wants to be with you because happiness is with you. Like Donna says, hungry like the wolf there. Okay, that's the message and I feel that's for you. I hope that helps, okay? City Cat, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, hope you're doing well. I'm good, thank you, honey. A message please from my DM. How are they feeling about me and what lessons have they learnt on this journey? So what's your masculine wanting you to know? Okay, I'm trying to find the way out of that place. So there's some kind of place he's in. Could be a physical place. It could be an emotional place that he needs to find his way out of. Because he's saying there's still so much to say. So this can also be about fear of opening up to you or fear of speaking his truth. And he's saying, can we try this again? So the lessons he's been learning, everything he's been going through, is so you can have a new beginning, so you can start again. And he may need to find a way out of something first to make that happen. So this could be a physical place he's in, like a karmic situation, or it could be his own fear to be able to open up. So he's saying there's still so much to say. So it's not over between you. You're going to try again. There's going to be an opportunity to begin again. So what lessons has he learned so far? What lessons has he learned so far? To take back his power. He's still doing this. No, it's not like something he's learned and that's it. He's still learning to take back his power. He's working on letting go of all that he needs to release so he can heal his life and work towards finding the truth and the power of who he really is. It's time for him to step up and stand in his true divine masculine power. So he's doing everything he can right now to step into his masculine power. So what's the message for you? What's the message for you? The message for you is you are not alone. It may feel that way sometimes, but you're not alone. You've got soul family here. You've got angels all around you. You're not alone. I hope that helps, okay? I'm at the top of the chat. That's amazing. So if you haven't had a question yet, now's the time. Pop your question in for me. So Ashley says, good afternoon. Why do I see him in my dreams? Because you're being reminded of each other. because you're being shown that you're coming back together, because it's the way the universe is getting your attention. How is our first date going to be like? Does he talk about me to his family? So what does he want you to know? What does he want you to know? Okay. He said, I think about holding you. So when he thinks about you, he thinks about holding you in his arms. So your first date is going to be like you hold each other in your arms. So you may have a really long hug, or you may just sit together very closely. It's going to be very intimate. So I'm not talking about like intimacy, like in and out intimacy. I'm talking about sensuality. It's going to feel very sensual. That's how it's going to be, okay? So it's going to be a very sensual moment between you. You know, very intimate, but not like as in, you know, the S word, trying to keep it PG. So follow your heart and take a leap of faith. So he knows what he wants to do. That's what he wants to do. He wants to follow his heart. He wants to take a leap of faith. So this is a big message about a new beginning. And it's going to feel exciting. That's how it's going to feel, okay? So the message is, yeah, breathe and heal. So he needs to breathe right now through what he's experiencing, and he's still healing to be able to move forward. I don't feel he's talking to his family about you. I don't feel he's doing that, okay? I feel that he's trying to handle it by himself. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do some messages for Victor. Let's pull Victor a message from Archangel Michael. So look at this, a favourable outcome. So whatever it is that you're thinking about right now, whether it's connected with your twin, or whether it's connecting with something you're doing, there's going to be a favourable outcome. And you said, may I have a message from my beautiful twin and my guardian angel. So it feels like this is coming through from your guardian angel. Obviously, this is Archangel Michael, but it feels like you may have been praying about something or asking for a sign, and this is your sign. There's going to be a favourable outcome. So you can affirm, pray, or say thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me to trust and have faith. So there's going to be a favourable outcome in whatever it is you're asking for. What else does your guardian angel want you to know? Okay, what else does your guardian angel want you to know right now? Got 7 of Swords, and we've got the 8 of Wands. So forgive the past. Anyone who has hurt you or caused you pain was dealing with their own struggles and battles. Do not let their behaviour affect you any longer. Say no to drama and yes to peace. So you may have been working on some forgiveness work here. This could be connected with family as well, the past. And you got the 8 of Wands because things are happening now. So swift action will lead to rapid results. If you're travelling, you'll be safe and protected. Now, travelling isn't just about travelling on a plane or anything like that. It's about anything you're doing, like walking around or going on a bus or a car or, you know, getting on a train or whatever it is, if there's any travelling between now and August time. So maybe opportunities for travel between now and August time. And, you know, I would absolutely love for you to come here. Okay, so if there's any way you can sort that out, you know, because obviously I know you've got some issues with passports and stuff. But, you know, honestly, I would absolutely love for you to come and have a week here with me or something like that. So, you know, this is something to think about as well. But this could be in other ways. So what does your twin want to say to you? So your twin is saying, look at this, I'll meet you in my dreams. And you know that. So maybe you're travelling in dreams together and you're being shown you're protected. And I dream about you too. Well, so you definitely got dreams happening here. Astral visits. Okay, I dream about you. I meet you in my dreams. I dream about you too because you're dreaming about him. And he's saying, you make me feel safe and warm. So when he's dreaming about you, when he's thinking about you or connecting with you, he feels safe and warm because he's with you. So again, you're like this warmth of the sun. So I see what he may be struggling with. So has he got any struggles right now? His struggle is that he's obsessed with you. Okay, he's saying, I think I'm obsessed with you. I think about you all the time. I stalk your socials and hope I run into you when I'm out. That's what he's saying. So he feels a bit obsessed because you make him feel safe and warm. So let me pull you one more card. Hey, Pink, great to see you. Trust what you feel. That's the message for you. Trust what you feel. Trust what you feel, okay? So I can see I've got some donations. Let me just see what Pink says here, because Pink was struggling to comment yesterday, so she was emailing me. And Angela is sending you and Daisy so much love, okay? Hello, beautiful, just stopping by. Can't stay. This is for yesterday. Lovely day to you and our family. Thank you so much, honey. I'm going to pull you a card from Archangel Michael before you go. Okay, so this is for the beautiful Pink. And then I'm going to go up to Little Love Sunshine. So the message coming through for you, look at this again, same card we just had for Victor, a favourable outcome. So whatever you're going through today, or whatever you've got coming up, or whatever you've been asking about, there's going to be a favourable outcome. It says, thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. Isn't that beautiful? Powerful, okay? Cora says, hi from Scotland. Hi, Cora. Let me do you a card, and then I'm going to go to the donations. This is for Cora in Scotland, which is a place I absolutely love, okay? So we've got coming through for you, Cora, is it's time to leave the unhealthy situations. If there's anything that's unhealthy right now, it could be job, it could be, you know, a karmic situation, it could be what your person is going through, it's time to leave that. So I definitely feel what this message is showing you is the wood snake is working with you and working with your journey to release anything that needs to go. So if you're thinking my person needs to release this, or I know I need to release that, the angels are helping you to let go of those things. So Archangel Michael is saying, what parts of your life or what parts of their life do they or you need to focus on more clearly right now? Archangel Michael is going to help you to hear the answers and give you both the courage to make healthy changes. So I definitely feel this is a sign about changes coming in. So let's pull you a card as well. What else do you need to know? Yeah, we've got enjoy your journey. So just enjoy the journey right now. Be at peace. Be in the present moment and everything will move forward. I hope that helps. Okay, so enjoy your journey because things are being released. Little Love Sunshine, what a beautiful name. Thank you for your time. Is Eric my DM and his feelings? So trust what you feel inside. Trust what you feel inside. You know he's your twin. So it's just the misery right now of not being together, or the pain, because he feels that too. So he's feeling miserable without you. Okay, he's focusing on all the things that are going wrong in his life instead of the things that are going right in his life. He's focusing on all the stress around him instead of the fact that there's two big, beautiful cups of love, which is you and him there. So I feel you've just got to give him time to come out of this kind of slump he's in. And I feel this could continue for a little bit. So he may well be in this energy for, you know, until the end of May. So what else is he going through? What else is he going through? He said, I want you to trust me again because you're the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen. So to him, you're everything, okay? You're the most gorgeous thing he's ever seen. You're beautiful. You're amazing. And he's saying, I want you to trust me again. So if he's lost your trust, or if he's done anything that's made you question him, he's going to sort that out. Okay? And he's feeling pretty miserable right now where he is. And you're a magnet, remember, what you give out, so you get back. So you're being guided to balance your energy, to focus on spiritual things, to, you know, calm your energy down, like breath work, prayer, meditation, and let the universe be your mirror. And I feel this is what you need to know right now where he is in his life. The universe is his mirror. So things are being reflected back to him and shown to him about what he needs to change or do, because he's feeling pretty miserable where he is. And you are a magnet to everything you desire. So you're this attractive being. So as long as you're shining your light, that's going to attract everything in. So remember, what you give out, you get back. So be kind, be gentle, be loving, be yourself. And that will also balance your energy. So I feel it's only a matter of time until you come together. Okay, let's see if there's a guidance about that. Anything else you need to know? And regarding you saying, you know, is he your twin? So no reader, I don't care who they are or what they say, can say 100% if anyone is your twin flame. It's a journey back to the self. We can kind of say 99.9%, but it's up to you to know completely 100%. And it's only when we go into fear or something happens that we don't like that we question it. So I feel you know inside is your DM, otherwise you wouldn't be writing it in anyway. So yeah, step out of your comfort zone. So this journey is about taking a risk. It's about taking a risk with your feelings and your emotions. And he knows he has to take a risk. So we got, you know, coming through for him, we got, you know, the 5 of Cups and we got the 5 of Pentacles here. So I feel 5, 5, 5. There's definite changes taking place. So he needs to take a risk to move forward towards you. And the truth is, we're always taken care of. We're always provided for when we have faith. So I feel there needs to be, you know, he's got to it's risky for him to come to you. So he's going to do that. So you've got to trust him, and this is how he's going to gain your trust back. You've got to trust him to make the effort and take the steps to move towards you. I hope that helps, okay? Sarash, thank you for the donation. Can I please have love messages from Harry? So what does Harry want to say? Harry's saying my life works better with you in it. So he's well aware that when he's around you, his life is better. And that's why he's saying, how could I hurt you like that? Because you're the only one who's ever really mattered to me. So he's apologising for the things that he's done that may have hurt your feelings or caused you pain, okay? And we are always and forever. We are always and forever. So that's what you need to remember. You know, that's how he sees the connection with you, that he's never going to move on from you because you're the one. And he knows his life works better with you in it. He's just dealing with some of the pain from things he's done in the past, okay? So the message coming through as well here is, you know, there is riches there. Be grateful for everything. And there's a new beginning coming in. So if you want a new beginning with him, it's been offered to you. So have faith in the changes that you're being guided to make. So there could well be some changes going on between March and May that are going to allow this new beginning to come in. So if he's the one you want, then have faith that the universe is sorting it out. I hope that helps, okay? I've just seen Cora say, I told him this morning I want to leave. So again, you know, if it's unhealthy, if something is unhealthy, it's the right thing to do. And, you know, to leave behind. And sometimes we don't have to move on from the person at all. We just have to move on from all the drama and all the struggle and all the chaos and have some time for the self. So we've got Sandy, thank you for the donation. Message about a guy I talked to 3 days now. His name is Marco. Will this be my life partner? Again, I feel this is the thing. It's like you're trying to fit whoever you're meeting into your future. And you've got to be more in the flow. So instead of thinking, is this person my life partner? Just think, how do I feel about him right now? Shall I just get to know him right now? I feel it's more about you just being in the flow of your journey instead of automatically wanting someone to come in and be that person for you. Because you're that person. Okay, so I feel you've got to allow this to unfold. Because if you start thinking, oh, is he my life partner? You've known him for 3 days. Okay, it's scare him off. It'll create a repellent energy, okay? So who is this person to you and what do you need to know? It's very likely this person could make your dreams come true if you want it to. But you've got to see it differently, okay? Instead of thinking he's my life partner, he's the one. Okay, just start seeing it differently, thinking, you know, because as well, it's like if you start forcing things or making it into something it's not ready to be, he could get defensive. Okay, that's what I'm connecting with there. You say, because I know you're scared, honey, but you don't need to be because you're surrounded by love. The angels are with you all the time. Okay, and you are your own best friend, you really are. And sometimes you don't see that clearly. So it is scary when we're on our own, but we become stronger and wiser for it. Okay, we become independent. There's some people who would love to be on their own. Sometimes it's better to be on your own than in the wrong relationship. And that's what you need to remember. It's better to be alone than in the wrong relationship. But I feel with this, if you just allow this to unfold, he could make your dreams come true in many ways. So I'm not saying he's your life partner. I'm not saying you're going to be with him for the rest of your life. It's way too early or too soon to know that. And you are a twin flame, or you believe you are, and you've got connections with other people. Okay, so just allow this to unfold. But don't worry if anything happens where he may need some time to himself, or he pulls his energy back, or because that's a normal thing for them to do. So I feel the message is, you got the 9 of Cups for a reason. So you've made a wish, you know, you've been talking to your angels, and then you've met someone. So the angels may well have sent this person in to fulfill you right now. Okay, but don't think long term too soon. Okay, just understand that everything happens for a reason. Enjoy getting to know this person, let him get to know you, and just allow things to flow and unfold, and there's no need to rush it, and it could well develop into something wonderful. So that's what the messages I need to share with you. So let me pull you a message for you, okay? What do you need to know? So the message coming through for you is you've done nothing wrong. So remember, you've done nothing wrong on your journey. You've done everything right. You're a loving person. You're kind. You're gentle. Surrender the struggle. Okay, you're saying he wants to marry you. Okay, well, let me go back to your message. You're saying, Liz, I think your camera is different now. Okay, I'm on a tablet. That's why I'm recording on a tablet now instead of my phone. Let me just go, but did you say you'd only known him for 3 days? Did you say you'd only known him for 3 days? Is that right? Have you only known him for 3 days and he's telling you he wants to marry you? Don't you think that's a bit of a red flag? Okay, it's you know, that's, how long have you known this guy for? You know, you said he's being very lovely. I'm sure just that he wants to marry you. You've known him for think about it logically, okay? Not saying that, the thing is, you've got to understand, love is a whirlwind. If you've known him for 3 days and he's saying he wants to marry you, then there's some issue there. You've just met him. How can you know? It's different with your twin flame. Okay, so with your twin flame, you know in the moment, I know all of that before anyone says that. What I mean is, I just feel it's way too soon for that. It's like a whirlwind. That's why you've got this 9 of Cups, because it's like maybe taking your breath away. He's telling you all the right things, making your dreams come true. He wants to marry me. But I just feel there's like a red flag going off here. Okay? What you've got to do is surrender the struggle right now and give it to God. I just feel what I'm connecting with is, it's like we've got here as well in the chat, we've got some very intuitive people like Guided by Fire, Rob, and everyone else. What are you guys feeling? Are you also getting like a weird tingling about this? Because my spider sense is kind of saying there's just something, a little bit, like a red flag. Rob says, I saw a heart-shaped engagement ring. I don't know if that was for Sandy or not, but I just feel there's something that's not quite right about that, okay? And I'm not saying that to dash your dreams, because honestly, if this is your person, it's your person. The moment I met my twin flame 26 years ago, I knew he was the one. But I didn't think automatically, I'm going to marry him, or, not in that moment. But I just feel like it's a bit too soon. Guided by, Rob said it feels it off to me, red flag. I just feel you need to be careful, okay, and not put all your eggs in this basket, because it's just a little bit too soon. That's all I'm thinking. I really don't want you to say you don't want now to marry. No, I'm not saying like he's saying, oh, let's get married now. But it's like he's saying, oh, you're someone I could marry. I just feel it's a little bit too soon. That's what I feel guided to say to you. So I feel the message is just surrender the struggle, be in the flow. Don't need it to be anything more than it is right now. Just allow it to unfold. And, maybe a month down the line, 2 months down the line, if he's saying it again, then, it's more of a realistic thing. Okay, he wants to get to know, well, there you go, okay? So I feel that just do that. Just let it all unfold naturally. We all care about you here, we all want what's best for you here. We all want you to have a life together. You're saying, and then a life together. Well, you've got the wish card, but I feel, look at the defensiveness in the card. I'm seeing this as you've just got to be careful. Because he may say all the right things, but he may not be your end person. That's all I'm saying. He may not be your dream. Okay, because you may have already met your dream. I feel that there's other things going on with other people. All past lead home. But the message here is just allow things to unfold and, take your time and just don't get caught up in a whirlwind. I hope that helps, okay? Because remember your own beauty right now and your own magic, and you are beautiful and powerful. So you got to remember that too. Alpedia, thank you for the donation. Maxwell's current messages to me. Does his son ask about me often to his dad? So what's the message from Maxwell to you? He's saying you're the only one I want. So he's reassuring you of that for some reason. So if you're worried about anyone else around him or anyone else being around him, he's saying you are the only one that I want. And you are my world. So he's saying you're my world, you're the only one. Okay, that's what he wants you to know. So does his son ask about you? What I'm connecting with here is, what happens, I feel like they may have talks, but it feels like when you're connecting with him, he's in a lot of power, okay? When he's around you, when he's connecting with you, when he's feeling your presence, Maxwell, he feels stronger than when he's apart from you. So when he's apart from you, he may be in pain, okay? And when he's around you, he feels like the emperor, he feels like the magician, he feels strong. So I'm feeling like it's not necessarily that him and his son talk about you. It's more his son is aware of the energy shift in him. So his son kind of may ask, are you feeling okay, Dad? Okay, is everything okay? He feels like he's very sensitive to his energy, because what I'm connected with is when he's not with you or when he's apart from you, there's a lot of pain there. And when he is connecting with you or around you, he feels strong. And I feel his son is aware of that. So it's not like they're talking about you directly. It's more, there is an awareness of something not being quite right. I hope that makes sense, okay? Because that's what I'm feeling. I feel that when he's around you, he's feeling amazing, strong, powerful, and his son loves that energy. When his son feels it when he's not in that energy. That's the only way I can describe it. That's what they're showing me. I hope that helps, okay? Cece, thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. Is it possible to get a love message from my special person? So what does your person want to say to you? His son is 3 years old. Well, there you go. So if his son is 3 years old, he's definitely feeling and sensing the energy, okay? Because I feel he's like a crystal child, like he's got real emotion, so he'll feel the energy. That makes perfect sense. So what your special person is saying to you, Cece, is all of my plans include you, okay? Because you do matter to me. So no matter how things seem, when he thinks about you, when he thinks about the future, you're in it. Okay, that's what he sees, that's what he visualizes, that's what he imagines. And he's saying, you do matter to me. And I remember sometimes, this is about you calming your mind and relaxing. Remember that. So you've got to raise your vibration right now. And remember, what you're experiencing physically is also part of your ascension journey. So you also may feel his emotions. But what he's saying is, all my plans include you. So this is again about the future. That you're going to have that future together. Because when he thinks about you, you're in that future. You just got to allow things to unfold. But I feel right now it's more about you centering yourself and getting your energy back and bringing yourself back into your own power to move things forward. I hope that helps, okay? Patty, thank you for the donation. What news is my old friend bringing me today? Let's see what Archangel Michael wants you to know. Okay, what news is your old friend bringing you today? What do you need to know? We've got eternal love and honour and trust your feelings. So it feels like whatever this person brings to you, it's like an eternal connection here. So this is like a soulmate to you, or someone you have a soul bond with. And you can trust in the feelings you have when you're connecting with this person. So this person is bringing in an opportunity for you to honour and trust in what you're feeling inside. Because this person is someone that you have a connection with, like a soul bond. So it could be in a love way, but I feel it's different than that. This is more about you trusting what you feel. And Archangel Michael will help you with this. So thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding and protecting me as I listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love. So there may be an opportunity for you to express your feelings, your emotions, to express with love. This could be someone that you are romantically involved with, but I feel it's more about you feeling love for this person, in a general way. So it says, help me perceive all the love that surrounds me so I can feel safe receiving, expressing and giving love. So maybe you're going to have a conversation that's a lot different than you've had before, that's more loving or more gentle or more open than anything that's happened between you before. But ultimately, the message I've got coming through is it's going to be an opportunity for you to honour and trust what you're feeling inside. So let's see if I can get a tarot card around this as well. What news is your old friend bringing you today? Something you've manifested. So this is something you've manifested, whether it was from a long time ago, okay, or recently, or this is going to show you that you've manifested it. You've manifested, whatever this is that's happening with this old friend, you've manifested it in some way, even if you've forgotten about it, but it's something that you've manifested. Powerful, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation. 3D message from him. So what's the 3D message from him right now? I long for you. He's longing for you today. He's aching for you today. You're going to feel that. It just gets a bit much. It gets a bit much for him because he's longing for you. So what I'm feeling is he's having a lot of desire for you right now, and it's getting a bit much, okay? So, this, we've got to remember he's in a karmic situation, so it's very overwhelming. And he may well have to deal with this, okay? And, in his own way, wherever that is. Okay, that passion, that desire he's feeling, because I'm feeling this as passion. Okay, and it's getting a bit much for him right now because he can't act on it. So I feel he's got to deal with that passion. So that could be in the shower or wherever he decides to sort himself out in that way. But what else do you need to know? So he's not doing anything with a karmic partner. What is meant to be will always find its way. That's what you're being reminded of. You are meant to be, and it will find its way. He will find his way to you. So let's bring in a power message for you, and then I'm going to bring in another card from that deck. yeah, you are beautiful and strong. And that's what he wants you to know. You know, he thinks of you, your beauty, your strength, the person you are, it turns him on. And he's longing to be around you. So remember this. You can affirm, I'm beautiful, I'm strong. Yeah, look at this. Nobody compares to you. Nobody compares to you. Clear your space. Those 3 cards moving on top. All the others are the right way around. So clear your space right now and get ready, because he knows that nobody compares to you. You are beautiful and strong. And you've got to remember that yourself, okay? So what else is he going through in the physical? What else is he going through? Yeah, again, here it is. Same message. No one compares. So you've got here, no one compares to you because you are beautiful and strong, and no one compares to you. Same message. I know the cards are backwards, you know, but this is what it says. It says, no matter how many people I've met and experienced, the experiences I have, there's no one who compares to you. And you may hear that song by, who is it who sings the song? Oh my goodness me, I've got it in my head. Sinead O'Connor. Nothing compares to you. Or you may hear songs about, you know, nobody comparing to you, because that's what he wants you to know. I hope that helps, okay? We're going to do a message for Rob, guided by fire. Okay, so what's the message for Rob? Let go and let it flow. And that's in all areas of your life. This could be connected with what you're going through as well at home. And feel the power of the love, which you do. So you know you have a very powerful love with your twin. So let's bring in a message for you from Archangel Michael. What's the message from Archangel Michael? We've got your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. And you know it is. So you can affirm, pray, or say, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. Okay, and I'm going to pull you a message from Avery to you. He's saying to you, you were so right for me. Okay, you were so right for me. He's saying everything you want, I want too. And I do love you. Wow. So just let it flow. Just let it flow. I hope that helps, okay? I want to do a message for Chai. Says, hi Liz, how are you today? I'm good, thank you, honey. I hope you are too. Will I overcome my fear of intimacy and be intimate with my love? And will we live together? Well, it's a choice that you can make right now, knowing you are safe. So, yeah, your journey is protected by angels. So if you remember you were protected by angels, then you'll remember there's nothing to fear. There's no need to be in fear because you watched over. And what is meant to be will always find its way. So the message here is, you know, what's meant for you, the person you're meant to be with will be with you. You can't miss out on it because of your fear of intimacy or anything else. So don't be afraid that, you know, you're going to stop yourself from having what is meant for you, because what's meant for you will find its way. And your journey until then and after then is protected. So you'll be protected when you're being intimate with them. You're protected on your journey to that. So I feel the message is to let go of fear because you were safe. And the person you're meant to be with, you'll be with. So remember, you've done nothing wrong. So you may have wounds connected with this intimacy because maybe you thought you'd done something wrong, or maybe you acted in a certain way when you were the partner or even as a child, and you got scolded, or, you know, you got reprimanded in some way and it's caused a wound. And you've done nothing wrong. And I feel you need to affirm this to your inner child. So, like, affirm to your inner child, everything is okay. You know, we are safe. We've done nothing wrong. We are protected. You know, like words, affirmation words that bring in power in that way. But ultimately, all is well. You're on the path to where you're meant to be. I hope that helps, okay? Tyler, thank you for the donation. Is Adam moving towards me away from the Kami? They give me fear. So I feel there is fear around this. Let go of fear. He's saying you feel like home. So what he wants you to know is it doesn't matter where he is, who he's with, what he's doing. You are the one that feels right. You're the one that feels like home. And home is not a building. It's a feeling. It's the coming home. He's saying being with you reminds me of simpler times. So when he's with you, it's easier, simpler. It's very hard where he is. Now, it may be very hard for him to leave that situation. But when he's with you, it just feels right. It feels nice. It feels... oh, you know, it's like all the tension goes out of his body. So as you bring so much happiness and peace into my life, the hardness or the struggle, his battle is to release where he is. Okay? So what he's dealing with there, he's saying, yeah, him and this person, whoever he's with, or whatever his karmic situation is, they don't bounce off each other like before. He's saying, let's stop repeating this toxic cycle. So he knows he's in a toxic cycle, and he knows it because they don't get on, or there's no rapport there. Maybe there was once, you know, they may have felt like they got on or they bounced off each other, but it's not there anymore. So he's repeating this cycle, and he needs to stop doing that. So he knows what he needs to do, and he knows where he belongs. So is he going to do it? We've got things are going to get easier from June. So from June, there could well be a movement here or a change. So there's light at the end of the tunnel. So you have to keep having faith right now. So I feel right now he's in a lot of struggle, and he's going to feel easier about this situation shifting from June. So I can't give you a direct yes or no right now because he's still in the battle phase. He's still going through a lot of turmoil, but he knows where he belongs. And from June onwards, he's going to be able to get to you easier. I hope that helps, okay? Butterfly says, hi, man, may I have messages from AK and what's coming next for us? Distance is there. He's not putting effort in as he used to. That spark feels lost due to distance. Well, the spark never goes away. It never goes away. It's just that, you know, the fact that you may feel like he isn't taking action or it's causing problems. So he's saying you were so right for me. He knows that you're the one. He knows that you're the one that's right for him. So what's holding him back? So, yeah, you are building a future here. No matter how things seem right now, you're still building this solid foundation because you're so right for each other. So I'm connecting with this. Everything's actually moving in the right direction, even though it may not feel that way. Okay, so he wants to come and talk. He does. He wants to open up to you, and better times are coming. So you've got 6 here. So 6s are connected with the 3D world. What I'm connecting with is you're not seeing it clearly because it's not showing up clearly in a physical way. So right now, connect in the 5D. Feel the power of the love. Get the spark back in the 5D because he is going to come to you. I feel this could happen around June or even over the next 6 weeks, which really takes you towards June. But around June, I feel between June and April is when your connection is building into something real because he knows you're right for him. So just because you can't see it happening in front of your eyes doesn't mean it's not happening. Okay, I feel that right now you're just wanting it in the 3D or wanting to see 3D results, and because it's not happening, you're getting dismayed or there's some struggle there. So focus on the 5D and that will manifest it into the 3D. I hope that helps, okay? Julie, thank you for the donation. We've got Julie E. I'm just seeing where your question is. What Julie and we've got Lavi both donating with no questions in there. So Julie and Lavi, can you please put your questions in the chat for me? You just go up there, or can anyone see what Julie or Lavi's? There you go. I've got Lavi there, so I'll do Lavi first then. Julie, pop your question in. So Lavi says, hi Liz, when will I get job and career stability? I'm very stressed, and how will it be? I'm in my 3rd year of engineering. So give it to heaven, okay? Give it to heaven. So yeah, it may feel all stressful right now, and you know, you may feel like this is a real chore, but the angels really have got your back, okay? So you've got release. Yeah, you just need to release anything that's weighing you down right now. I feel the message coming through here is to pray about it. And I'm not saying you haven't done that, but I feel you're carrying around burdens. You're carrying around so much stress, and you've got to give that to heaven, knowing that all will be well. Because the message is when you're in the present moment, when you're in the here and now, okay, when you're in this moment, everything's okay. It's only when you start worrying about the future or stressing over the past that the problems come in. So I feel that you need to be more in the present moment to feel more at peace. And that will help you to release this struggle, okay? Because you have everything you need in this moment. And yeah, I mean, the card, it just went back in. It's like you're not allowing yourself to believe this. You know, let me bring the card in. It come out, went back in. Let go of fear now. So Archangel Michael is saying to you, there's no need to fear. You have everything you need in this moment. You have stability in this moment. You are working on your career in this moment. It's only the ego that's making out that there's something wrong. So affirm, pray, or say, Archangel Michael, please help me to feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts and feelings that weigh me down. And I feel that's what you're doing. And that maybe you're not feeling good enough, or you're feeling like you're not working hard enough, or you're feeling like something isn't going to plan, when it absolutely is, okay? So you've got luck is on your side right now for everything to happen. So you may start seeing 1313, especially if you give this to God and have faith because your dreams are manifesting. So your dreams are manifesting for this to happen. Okay, your dreams are manifesting. Even though you may not yet see the results the way you want, it is all manifesting. So we've got a timeline for this, for you starting to see things coming in. It's a special date. Okay, so there may be a specific date where this moves into place. This could be a birthday or it could be something else. But there's a gift coming here for you. But the message I've got, the reason why they're not giving me a specific date for you is because you've got to give this to heaven first and know that your dreams are manifesting. But in this moment, ask yourself the question, have I got enough money to eat and survive today? The answer is yes, because God is your source. It's like, remember, the birds don't ask for anything and they are provided for. And obviously you matter to God, more than, this is the thing, people say, oh, you humans matter more than birds. I think that God loves all of his creatures the same. So I'm not going to say, oh, God loves humans more than birds. Okay, but I feel that he takes care of everyone, if that makes sense. So you're being taken care of. So I'm going to do Julie's donation. Says, do you have a message for me from DG? So what does DG want you to know? Okay, too many cards. Okay, I want to use another deck. I want a clear card from DG. I feel he feels like he's let you down and he wants to come forward and apologise to that or make up for that. So he feels like whatever he's done that may have caused you pain, he wants to make up for that. And in one card, yeah, that's what he's showing you with the Knight of Cups. Because you had the Seven of Swords coming out. So I feel there's some deceit around or, some hurt, or maybe you may feel like he's betrayed you in some way. There's some pain around the connection or some painful experience, and he wants to come forward and make it right. So I really feel that this is a huge sign that he's going to come towards you with that full cup when he's ready. Okay, he wants to tell you how he feels, or he wants to open up to you, or he wants to make things known. So the message is, yeah, there could be a change in finances as well. So he could well be working on money right now to be able to feel more stable when he comes to you. And he's letting you know he's doing that. He's making changes in his finances. So if you struggle with money or you struggle with work or he's dealing with that, and he's saying, I am creating health and abundance. So he may well be creating more of a stable environment that's more healthy and more abundant. That's what I'm connecting with. And he said, this is focus on the end result and have no fear. So this is also about knowing that everything's going to be okay. So the message for you is to focus on the end results and don't have any fear. So maybe the end result for you is sitting down with him and having a conversation and him expressing himself to you. Because I feel like he wants you to know that whatever he's done in the past that may have caused problems, and this may well have been connected with money as well, he's now healing that side of himself to be able to be there for you and show up for you in a more healthy way. And that's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Zanab, thank you for the donation. I didn't get it about my career life. Ending means like I'm going to leave the job or am I going to be fired? See how you go into fear there? However it happens, it doesn't matter. Doesn't even mean you're going to end the job. There's an opportunity there for you. So it's the cards that come up that I can remember come up. Was it ending and cut ties and then freedom? I think those were the cards that come out, if I can remember rightly. Where have I put the deck? Oh, it's here. Okay, let me see if the cards are still there. Yeah. So obviously I was meant to not use this deck for you. So, because there they are. So the ending, it says, let me read you what it says, okay? It says, you may leave a position or be terminated. However, there's always a new opportunity ahead. You may change careers entirely. So don't worry about why or how. Just know that if an ending comes in, it's happening for a reason. A rejection of any kind is a redirection. So sometimes we lose a job or we decide to leave a job because we're being guided to something better. There's something better there. So you may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. So what the message is, you don't need to worry about this. Because if you're guided to leave a job or you do get fired or anything else happens, it's to bring freedom in. And this doesn't mean freedom so you don't have a job. It means a job that gives you more freedom, which may mean more flexible hours, more money, more availability to do things you want to do, freedom in your mind so you feel better about what you're doing. So you need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self-employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. So maybe you want to have a holiday, or you want to book some time off from your job to actually think about what you do want. But what you've got to understand is this: if you're asking for a career change, or you're wanting something different in your job, if you're intending that, and then there's a tower moment, the tower moment is what you've intended, because it's the way the universe creates the way for your dream to manifest. So you have to remember, everything you are putting out into the universe is being manifested. So you might, instead of thinking, oh, it's a big shock if I get fired, it's a big shock. It isn't really a shock, because you've been manifesting a change. I hope that helps, okay? You can call on Archangel Gabriel, and you can call on Archangel Ariel to help you, so you don't go into fear about it. Blossoming Caterpillar, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, sending love and light to my DM, my twin, I miss him. So what does he want to say to you? I'm sure I've answered your question, did I? Did I answer a question already for you? Yeah, longing for each other. So you're saying, I miss him, I'm sending him love and light, and he's missing and longing for you. So it's like you're longing for each other. So let me bring you a message in from Archangel Michael. What does Archangel Michael want you to know? He's saying innocent. So this is also about forgiveness, recognizing the little boy that lives inside of him, just like the little child that lives inside of you. So dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see that all of your qualities of pure love and all of your pure qualities of light are reflected within me and all others. Help me to embrace my God-given innocence so I may be at peace. So that you remember that everyone makes mistakes, to forgive everything and rise. And this is also to remember that your person is doing the best they can with the experience they're having and the situation they're in. So it's about having compassion and empathy. I hope that helps, okay? And Shiva says, I have a question. Could I ask you? Of course, just pop it in the chat for me. Justinta says, messages from P's 3D self. So what does P want to say to Justinta? You take my breath away. Now remember, you've got that message coming through about messages and music. So you may hear that song, You Take My Breath Away. My feelings for you are real, and you turn me on so much. So you may hear songs about being turned on, feelings being real, taking breath away, all that. So he's saying, you turn me on so much, you do take my breath away. That is how he feels about you. Instead of putting, can I ask a question in the chat, guys, just please put your question in. And then if I'm guided to it, I'll take it out the chat, okay? Instead of asking, saying, can I ask a question, just put your question in. Because by the time you said, can I ask a question, I would have read your question, okay? So let me just pick these cards up. This is your card for Justinta, see past the pain. And I feel that that's to do with everything that you've been going through and experiencing. So anytime there's, pain, like connecting with what you've been going through with your mum, or, what happened with your dad and everything else, you've got to see past the pain, because there's a reason for everything that happens. I hope that helps, okay? So we're going to do, Shiva says, is it good for me to get love and marriage with my loved one? Okay, so, the thing is, if you're questioning it, then obviously there's some kind of red flag there as to why you wouldn't think that. Okay, because if you weren't questioning it, if everything was okay, you wouldn't even question it, would you? It's because there may be something that's not quite right that you're thinking, oh, I don't know about this. So is it good for you to get love with this person? Well, this person can definitely make your dreams come true. It's just right now, there may be some kind of judgment. You may feel judged in some way. And this person may be being a bit closed off, or maybe a bit defensive, or holding themselves back a little bit. But ultimately, I do feel that this is the person for you, and you know that deep inside. So this is the person that ultimately is going to make your dreams come true. And I feel you do know that. It's just what you may be questioning it or doubting it because he may be closed off a little bit. Or they may be holding themselves back. And I feel it's because of fear of judgment. And maybe you're feeling judged in some way. So I feel the message here is just give this connection time to manifest into what it needs to become. Instead of feeling judged or like this person's doing something wrong, they may well be feeling judged by society, or they may be feeling judged by someone in their life. And this could also be a wound that brings up fears of being judged in some way. So I feel that they've got wounds that they are healing, and that's not necessarily even about you. It's about what they're going through deep inside. But to get the 9 of Cups coming up, I feel that this is heading in the right direction. You just have to be patient with this person. I hope that helps, okay? So I have got a donation. I'm just going to do, I saw another question coming up. Just bear with me. So was it Nicholas? Where's Nicholas gone? There you go. Does my soulmate feel the same way that I do? Okay. So does your soulmate feel the same way that you do? Okay. You've got 6 of Cups. I definitely feel, yes, I feel there needs to be the conversation though. I feel it hasn't been spoken. This person feels the same way that you feel, but it may not have been spoken yet. And this could well happen around June. So I feel, again, this about patience and allowing the journey to unfold. This person wants to express themselves. So how is this person feeling? Look, I want you in my life, no matter how things seem, because you take my breath away. So you take their breath away. That means they see you as this amazing, gorgeous being. And they do want you in their life. I just feel perhaps the conversation hasn't occurred yet, and that may be why you're doubting things. So replace that doubt with faith, okay? Alvin, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, what messages do my guides have about my love prospects right now? So what's the message coming through for you? Choose. So I feel there's a choice. You do have a choice. You can have many options if you require or want them. So it's like there isn't just one person available for you. There's many. However, you know the one you want. So you may feel like you can pick and choose, but you are sat on someone. You know, so it's like the angels saying there may even be a choice that needs to be made to bring this person into your life in the right way. But I feel the message I've got coming through, what I'm really feeling is, of course, there's always options for you. You know, it's like anyone can choose to be with anyone. We've got free will. You know, but I feel you know who you want. It's like there could be 1,000 people in a room, but you know who you choose. And that's really what to remember. You know, if you're thinking about love, think, okay, if there was all these different options around me, who would I choose? And if it's the person on your mind, then that's reminding you that you still have unfinished business with that person. So what's the message for you from Archangel Michael? Sense of humour. And you want someone who can make you laugh ultimately. Or maybe that's what you're thinking right now. You're thinking, I just want to be around someone right now who can make me laugh, who I can have fun with, who can raise my vibration. But you can do that with yourself. But maybe you're just thinking, I just want a bit of fun. Or I just want to date someone. I want things to be less serious right now. So it feels like if you're after something like that, then you make that choice. You know, there's always going to be those kind of people around that you can spend that time with. You know, and the universe will create the way for these people to come in. You know, so when I say these people, I'm not saying like, oh, you're going to go out and have loads of love affairs. What I mean is, I feel you know who your person is. Okay, but it may just be right now that you just want to have some fun. And this can be what you can do with friends as well. It says, thank you for helping me see the humour in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I'm willing to view my experiences in a new way, a new light, in order to attract love and healing energy. But I feel ultimately the message is you want someone around you right now who can bring out your sense of humour, someone you can have fun with and have a laugh with. And if that's not your person right now for whatever reason, there is other people around that can bring that in. But I feel that this wouldn't necessarily turn into something long-term or something, you know, I mean, you've just got to, again, it's about allowing things to unfold. But ultimately, you want to perhaps spend time with someone who can bring in a sense of humour and be good-looking and someone who can turn you on and bring things in for you. So I feel there are choices for you. They gave me a block there. So, you know, it's really about being able to communicate. Open doors of communication. Yeah, but again, you know, it may still be a deception here because in your mind, you're still thinking about your person. So you've got to ask yourself the question, you know, is it the right time for me to get involved with someone new? Because am I going to be deceiving myself or deceiving that person because I've got feelings for someone else? I hope that helps, okay? We've got Asta, thank you for the donation. Let me just make sure I haven't missed anyone out there. Dear Liz, what's coming for our journey within April? So what's the message coming through for you for April? What does Archangel Michael want you to know? Make sure you're shielding yourself in April because there could be some heavy energies. There could be some, you know, negative energies. They give me a little bit of fear. You know, there could be some stress around. So just make sure in April, whatever's coming to you, whatever's going on, you're shielding yourself. And Archangel Michael will help you. Archangel Michael, I ask you to protect me and my loved ones, my vehicle and my home with your powerful shield. Surround us in your purple light, which allows only pure love to penetrate. Please stay with me day and night and keep my loved ones safe. So I feel what you're being shown here is whatever you're going through, you are safe. As long as you shield yourself, you'll be okay. You may see 444. You know, there's a protection around you in April. So you may see rainbows as well. So yeah, remember who you are. So as well, whatever you're going through, in April, remember who you are. And you may have to choose as well. Choose peace, choose to shield yourself, choose to look at things in a different way. There may also be a choice coming in April. But I feel as long as you're shielding yourself and vibrating high, you'll be able to handle anything that's coming. I hope that helps, okay? Oh, thank you, Chad. Just want to wish you a lovely day. Wishing you one as well, honey. Aina says, can I please get an answer if you notice me? You're always noticed. I see you. What does my man have to say to me? So what does your man have to say to you? You are the only one that I want, okay? And I do think about making love to you. Give me a block, but there may be issues in communication right now. So he may not be saying this to you, he may not be letting you know this, and you may not be feeling seen or heard or understood. So your person does think about you, does think about making love to you, and you are the only one they want to do that with, and you're the only one they want. So what's the guidance from the angels? You've got, yeah, so calm your mind. So if you're in any kind of stress or anxiety about this, calm your mind, breathe, and know that you are safe and loved, okay? And you've got, again, we've got choose. So I feel the choose is about peace. Maybe there is a choice that needs to be made, but I feel you need to choose peace, okay? We've got, just seen a message there. Teresa said, I've been here repeated numbers and 1515 numbers for weeks and weeks. So what you're being shown is there's a new beginning coming in and changes are coming in to make that happen. So if you've been asking for a new beginning in any area of your life, there's changes coming or changes occurring to bring that in. Okay, so what's this message showing you? Now, when you've seen 1515, what's the message for you? Yeah, that you're independent and strong. So you're becoming more powerful. So whatever you're going through, you're being shown that you are a fighter, that you are a warrior, that you can handle it, that you are strong and powerful. All the experiences you go through grow you and they make you strong and you are independent. So you're being reminded of your power. But I feel the number itself is saying to you there's a new beginning coming in. And for that new beginning to happen, there needs to be some changes. And those changes can also lead to your independence, being free or being on your own or someone freeing themselves up to be able to be with you. So there's changes coming in to bring in independence, more money, more success, more power. I hope that helps, okay? We've got AG says, message for my person and guidance on our journey. So what's the blessing that's coming in? We've got communication. Communication is coming in and that's a blessing, okay? So there will be a communication. Your person is wanting to communicate. You turn them on so much and that fire, that kundalini is going to open the doors for communication. So if you're not communicating right now, there's going to be one. And if you are communicating, it's going to fire up. It's going to get steamy, okay? You've got clear the clutter within you and around you. So prepare for this. Clear your space, clear your clutter. Again, we've got choose, decisions. It's like your person's going to choose to communicate with you or choose to be with you or there's a choice. So I'm getting this choose card keeps coming up because I feel someone's watching who needs to hear this. Okay, collectively, whoever's watching, if you're waiting for your person to make a decision and choose you, they will do that. But it's never about choosing you. It's about choosing themselves. When they choose themselves, it leads to you. So, for example, if your person says, oh, I've got a choice. It's about them choosing themselves. Please understand that, okay? Julia, thank you for using your milestone, honey. Hi, Liz, can I ask for a message from P? What's ahead for us? Will we go somewhere together again? Thank you so much. I'm sending good vibes. Thank you. So what's the message? We've got clear the clutter within you and around you. So you are working right now on doing this, okay? Because something is coming. Your person is still a little bit afraid of being themselves right now. But you turn them on, you turn them on. They can't hide the feelings, the desire. They're just a bit scared of being themselves for whatever reason, taking that mask off or being authentic. So I feel the message I've got coming through here is you're being prepared for each other. There's a preparation coming in. And forgive yourself for anything that you feel you may have done wrong because you've done nothing wrong. You're doing everything right. So is there an opportunity coming in for you to spend time together? Yeah, the Ace of Swords is a decision. Again, decisions, choices. Decisions are taking place. Think carefully about what you want and choose to follow through on your decision to make it happen. So he wants you and he's choosing you and he's going to move forward towards you. But you have to have faith in when this will happen. So if we've got any kind of timeline, and that can be between now and September, by the way. So what we've got coming through here is a special date. We've got, it's going to take a while we've got April. Okay, so what I'm feeling here, first of all, is there is loyalty there. Something may take a while. Now, I'm not feeling this as taking a while for communication. It may take a while for this to manifest into loyalty the way you want. So that could be a change. It could be a karmic ending, something else. But I feel there could be a date in April. Now, this could be Easter, where you communicate, or there's some opportunity to come together in April. So we've got April and we've got a special date. So I feel this could be Easter orientated. Okay, something to do with Easter. Now, it doesn't matter whether you celebrate it or you don't. This is the energy of rebirth. But it's going to take a while for him to become loyal the way he wants to. So I'm not saying he isn't loyal to you. He feels like he's got to break something. So taking a while can mean like, we can feel like in a month or 2 months it takes a while, because we're used to this instant recognition or instant things with social media and phones and everything else. And when things take a bit longer, we get stressed out or annoyed. So I feel you just got to give him time to make the right decision. I hope that helps, okay? I want to do some messages for the beautiful Laura Marto. And I've got Angela here sending you and Jordan and Grace lots and lots and lots of love. And she's bouncing around for Jonas as well. They're excited today. Do you see that picture that I put on the community post? They're excited today. They've been very mischievous. So, Laura, I want to do you a message from Archangel Michael. And again, thank you so much for gifting me a reading, which is amazing. And Laura messaged me and said it's ready, it's just uploading. So I'm hoping I'm going to get that today, which is amazing. So thank you so much for thinking of me in that way. So what's the message coming through for Laura Marto from Archangel Michael? Look at this. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy, and you know it is. Please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked for and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. So you're being reminded that when you go into any kind of worry or stress or anything that comes up that you know you need to heal, your inner guidance is real. And you have these moments where you pray and you connect with God and all of that. So you're doing that yourself. What else do you need to know? We've got changes are happening to benefit you. Isn't that beautiful? So you've got the 555. So any changes you're going through right now are benefiting you. And these changes will lead to success. So you may be seeing 555, you may be seeing 888. So the changes that are going on right now, whether it's physical changes, ascension symptoms, other things going on, they're all going to lead to success. And you are supported as you change things in your life. So what I've got coming through here is 55, 555, 888, 444, and also between April and May, there's going to be some changes that are supported. So you may make changes, or some changes could come up, and they are supported by heaven. So what Mr. O is saying, you turn me on so much, okay? So you do turn him on, which you know. I'm scared of being me. So again, there's fears around him. I'm trying to find the way out of that place. And I feel that's his head, the fear. I'm trying to find my way out of the place that puts me into fear. It's fear he's in. And he's saying there's still so much to say. And it will never be over between us, which you know. And you know it will never be over between you. So power, okay? It's just he's so scared of being himself. And patience is a powerful thing, which is what you know you're learning and, you know, trusting in. Children and family, and angels are assisting. Because, you know, this is also about the things you do for families. I feel you help families with children. You know, it feels like you do that. So, yeah, Shiva, you don't need to keep putting your message in, okay? I can see you, okay? You just have to be patient. So, I feel you're helping people with children or families. I feel this could also be doing some kind of healing on someone who wants a child, and it's opening them up in some spiritual way, okay, to bring that in. The angels are assisting you with everything. And this could also be about you creating this life with your twin, you know, and like obviously you've got children and you've got a family because you've got children, but you've also got your carrots. And, you know, it's about incorporating life together the way you want it to be. But what I've got coming through here is, and you may know about this now, or it may be something that comes in, you're going to help someone who wants a family or who wants children. You're going to help them in some way. So you may give them some advice, or you may help them with a healing in some way. So I feel there's a healing coming in. And you may even say patience is a powerful thing, or, you know, you may give them a word of advice that's going to assist them in some way. So what else do you need to know? Yeah, nurturing energy, and there's a pregnancy there. So I feel there's definitely a message about pregnancy. So you're helping someone to have a pregnancy or to believe that they can get pregnant or bringing in a healing energy. I feel you're going to help a woman who then gets pregnant, or you could help a pregnant woman. So I hope that helps, okay? I know it's a weird message, but that came through. I want to do, so Shiva says, how is the 2025 year for me about career, love, money, and is there any positive or negative changes? Well, everything you go through happens for a reason. So what's the general message for you for 2025? Dreams are coming true because you're moving on from anything that's stopping that from happening. So you're moving on from any stress, okay? That's the message there. Vivi, I'm going to do you in a minute, Sonny. Okay? I'm just answering Shiva because she keeps spamming the chat, okay? So the message for you for 2025 in all areas of your life, okay, is that if you move on from any struggles in your life, any stress, any anxiety, anything that's, you know, causing you problems, then you're going to move towards your dreams coming true. So ultimately in 2025, your dreams are going to come true because you're moving on from any stress. Okay, and I'm going to do you a message from the wealth deck. What else do you need to know? Yeah, you've got to be wise. Okay, so you've got to be wise. Everything you're going through in 2025 is bringing wisdom in for you. So keep your ideas to yourself until they've manifested, and maybe even do some feng shui. So keep a number 8 in your purse or wallet to attract the eternal flow of abundance. So if you just like get a piece of paper and a red pen and you draw a number 8 and then you put it where you keep your money, it's going to attract things in. So be wise, be strong. Everything you're going through is for wisdom. That's the message. So thank you, Viv, for bearing with me there. So we've got Vivi says, how does all my love feel about me? Okay, thank you for the donation. So how does your love feel about you? He's saying, I want to be myself with you because I'm so proud of who you are. So you bring the best out in this person. You inspire this person to be their true self, and they want to be their true self, not only when they're with you, but when they're with everyone else as well. So you inspire this person to become a better person, and they're proud of who you are. So this is also the angels saying to you, be proud of who you are, because, you know, you are an amazing person. So you've got to believe in yourself. So this person wants to be themselves in divine feminine and power. So you've got to remember who you are. When you're in your power as a divine feminine, which means you believe in yourself, you're in your strength, you feel good about things, everything moves forward, okay? And the way you feel is always real. So trust what you feel inside about this person, about yourself, because things are manifesting. I hope that helps, okay? So this person wants what you want. And I'm going to do a message for Yashi from her person. So what's the message for Yashi? I have a file in my head that's all about you. So your person can't stop thinking about you. Okay, they're thinking about you constantly. Things that have happened between you, things that they've done. So any differences between you are proof that love has no barriers. You're on the right path. So whatever's going on right now, you're on the right path. You may see 717. You're on the right path. Things are manifesting. Any differences are made that way for a reason. So have faith in the journey, okay? So what else does your person want to say? We've got have my kids, okay? Now, if you're going to have kids together, if that's what you want, but if you feel that's not in the cards for you, he's thought about it, okay? It says, I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day that I can experience raising a family together. So if that is something you want together, then it's there, okay? If it's not, then he's thought about it, okay? Because you might think, oh no, I don't want kids. But if you do, it's showing your kids are in your future there. And he's thought about that. And remember, with God, all things are possible. Yes, there you go. So that's him confirming that have my kids. That's what he wants. I hope that helps, okay? I saw a question. Where did it? There we go. JC Black says, what message is coming through from my twin? So what message is coming through from your twin? I think about being with you intimately because I love you. So there's a lot of intimate desire there. Think about being with you intimately, you know, the S word there. But he does love you, or this person does love you. Okay, so your twin flame loves you. It's not just about the intimacy or the lust or the desire. There's a lot of passion there, but there's also so much love. So your person does feel that way. And they want to give you the good life. So I feel this is why it's taking time, because this person is working on getting stable first. Okay, I want to give you the good life. I want to spoil you with gifts, trips, and everything you could ever want, because you deserve that. So your person knows what you deserve, and that's in their fantasy. They've also been having fantasies about you, thinking about being with you in that way, intimately, buying you things, taking you out places, saying, you're my fantasy. I have pictures and videos saved of you and use them for inspiration because I want you. So they may well have, got pictures of you on the device, or maybe videos of you in some way, or videos about you. So this could also be perhaps a reading they've saved or something like that. But I definitely feel that they are having fantasies about you, and it's their fantasy to be with you intimately in a lustful way, but also to take your place and do things and spoil you because they love you. So this is really about it being a matter of time. I feel that this card just got my attention. Trust in divine timing. So I feel it's just about divine timing. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, I've been on for 3 hours, guys, so I'm not going to stay on much longer, okay? So Ethereal Seeker says, hi, Liz, I have a message about my DM, Will, and our connection. So thank you for the donation. So what is Will saying today? I'll listen to what you say. So if you feel like he hasn't heard you or listened to you, he has. And he's saying, I think about your body. Okay, so there's this energy of Kundalini rising. It's like you're popping in his head in a very intimate way, and then he's thinking about things you've said. So you're definitely on his mind. Okay, and he's saying, I'm sorry. He's saying, I'm sorry for anything that he's been attached to. So he's saying, if he's been attached to an ex, or if there's been a blocking or a pushing you or anything like that, he's saying, I'm sorry for all of that. Okay, I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm sorry for the pain I've caused you. You didn't deserve any of that. Okay, and this could be connected with the past. So we've got attached to the ex and unblocked me. So I'm not necessarily saying like he's blocked you or he's attached to someone. It's more he's apologising for the things that have been holding him back. Whether there's still been an attachment to someone emotionally or something he needs to have time to break free from. And he's asking you to trust him to do that, and then he's going to come forward. So he feels like if he's blocked you in any way, and when I say blocked, this is unblocked me, it's not necessarily about social media or pressing an app. It can be about just being distant. So it feels like what he's done is he's distanced himself to be able to handle or take care of whatever has been stopping him from being with you. And he's apologising for that. And he's listened to what you've perhaps said about this in the past. So he's letting you know that he has listened to you and your opinion does matter. And he is taking care of it, whatever it is he needs to take care of. But he can't stop thinking about you intimately. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? So what I'm going to do, guys, because I've been on 3 hours, I'm going to pull a collective message, okay? So what's the message for everyone? Okay, if there is a decision, and this has been coming up throughout this live, okay? If there is a decision that needs to be made, like a karmic ending, a choice that will ultimately lead to be with you, they are taking their time making that decision. So you can't rush or force it. You've got to allow them to do that, because while that's happening, you're being protected by angels. So your home is you, your body, your journey, your life. It's being protected by angels. So remember, whenever you're not together, you're being protected by angels. So focus on positivity, because when you're positive, your thoughts will create results, because your thoughts become things. So if you're keeping your thoughts positive, it's going to manifest good things. And anything you're stressing out about or worrying about, or and if you need strength, call on Archangel Michael and he will help you with this situation. And the angels are assisting your person or you with any decisions you need to make. I hope that helps. Again, I'm just going to do 2 more questions. I'm going to do, Byron says, can I have a message from Alice? So we've got, I hear your heart calling to my heart and my heart calls to you too. So I definitely feel there is, telepathic conversation going on. And I feel old without you. So your person wants to move towards you. And I think about how stupid I've been. So your person is definitely feeling that call to reach out to you and come back, because they're feeling old without you, drained, tired, emotionally done in a way. It's like your person really does want to come forward to you. So trust your intuition, because you know this inside. And we've got pay attention to the signs, because the signs have been showing you that this is real, especially in 2024 as well. So pay attention to those signs. I want to do a message for Kritka. Says, what does R want to say to me? What is he going through? The situation he has been in the karmic, is he able to understand what's the message? So he's saying to you, first of all, and I've just done a collective message, which is about that decision, okay? So you've got to give him time to work it out. Again, look at this, again, see? collective message really coming out here. I hear your heart calling to me and my heart is calling to you because I feel old without you. So in this karmic situation, he feels old. He feels like he's had enough. He feels like, he's just going through the motions. So he knows with you, he feels young and he feels alive. And that's why he's being called to you, and he's being called to make the right decision. So the message is, look past the physical world right now. Yeah, and connect through telepathy and 5D. Because he's making that decision. You've got to give him time to do that. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, I'm going to go off, guys, because I've been on for 3 hours. So thank you all for being here. I'm not on tomorrow because it's my day off, but I am back on Wednesday. So I'll be live again on Wednesday, hopefully around the same time. And if you haven't received a message directly, don't worry, just click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer, something you need to know. So I'm sending you all so much love. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you soon.